Welcome! You're watching Happy Jack's RPG Podcast Network! Thank you for joining us for Session 8 of St. Elco's Fire, a lighthearted actual play on the Happy Jack's RPG Network. I already said that part, but I'll say it again because it's in my script. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/St. Elco's Fire, and to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. All right. Script is off. There's no more script. I'm Kurt. I'm going to be the GM or the director for this game. I am the co-author, along with my wife Kate, of Lighthearted, a game of 80s nostalgia, neon, and magic that we are going to play tonight. If you don't know what's going on here, definitely go back and watch past episodes to find out what this weird 80s with magic setting is. But in the meantime, I'm going to throw it over to our players so that they can introduce themselves. We'll go in the order of the cams there. So Dave, Clara, Claire, and Joe. Dave, how are you doing tonight? Yeah. All right. Clara, how are you tonight? Nice. Claire, how are you doing tonight? Oh, good. Magic Smash. Oh. Okay. Joe, how are you feeling? Awesome. All right. Well, Last time on Saint Elco's Fire, we see Kaz out in the woods doing a ritual with her family to pay homage to their ancestors and to the unicorns who are their patrons. Then, just as they think that they aren't going to show up this year, a beautiful giant unicorn comes out of the woods and says that they need their help. That Kaz needs to watch over an occult. So Kaz gets a baby unicorn to take care of. Cue montage of baby unicorn destroying Kaz's room and using its not having enough control over the magic that comes out of its horn. And then we cut to Tina's apartment, where Zach thinks that he is a vampire because he has been concussed. And everyone else is just sort of trying to manage the ongoing escalation of problems. Is Tina turning? Is Zach gonna stop pretending to be a vampire anytime soon? Can we get a hold of Kaz to find out if you can cure vampirism? And so they finally get a hold of Kaz. Kaz shows up and spews all of the knowledge they have about vampires, where they uncover that you will need dead man's blood, and that Chosen are really good at fighting vampires. And so they have a little bit of a struggle over who's going to watch the unicorn and who's going to take Tina, because they can't leave them in the same place at the same time. Because apparently vampires crave fairies and other fae. So then we find them at the biology lab at Elco, where they are trying to break into find a cadaver to stab it to get dead man's blood. But in the process, we see Zach using his short-range teleport, where he jumps into another dimension and pops back out somewhere else, only to be followed by a predator monster that was basically a walking tulip with teeth, and sort of an homage to Stranger Things monsters. They slay that at great personal cost, it seemed. Get their dead man's blood, and then find that Tina has waited patiently outside and didn't run off because they rolled well. Then we see Kaz. Then we see Kaz outside, trying to just keeping watch, and someone sneaks up invisible, which really spooks Kaz. And we find out that it is their friend Steven from the White Order of the White Wisp, their secret society that they joined. And they start asking a lot of questions about the strange horse that they have with them. So in an attempt to disguise Peter the unicorn as a horse, Kaz decides to try to make the horn invisible. And gets sort of a weird consequence as they bump the horn, and the uncontrollable fey magic causes their hand to begin to disappear. Then we see all of them together trying to figure out what has happened with the disappearing as it climbs steadily up Kaz's arm. And then we pick up where? I'm going to ask y'all, where do you go to try to figure out what to do next? Oh, over the thing? Go ahead. What? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Uh. Why? Why? Hang on. Technical difficulties. Chat. Let's see. Why am I not getting audio? Yeah, what the hang on. Let's do this. Say something, guys. Nope, not working. Hold on. Yeah. Try now. Why is it not working? Yeah, what the heck? Okay, say something now.
Something now.
There it goes. All right. They are I didn't do a sound test. That was the problem. I didn't do a sound test.
There we go.
So did they not have us the whole time?
They did not have you the whole time.
Our intros were silent.
Your intros were silent. Do we want to go around real quick and you can introduce yourselves and say what character you're playing, and then
Sure.
Because it didn't get it for anything, so
Yeah.
you all heard who
I'll
I
stay on
am.
topic.
So let's introduce this wonderful cast of players. Dave, how are
All
you?
right. Super compressed version. I'm great. I'm Dave. I'm playing Harold. He's a goth and he likes people a lot.
Clara, go.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm playing Audrey. She's the jock and also emotionally unavailable most of the time.
Claire, go.
I'm Claire. I'm playing Kaz. They are an East German refugee from East Germany, and they are a nerd and a mage, and they have a half of an arm.
Joe, go.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I play Zachary. He goes by Zach in this game, and he's a rebel, and he's got the Traveler power set. That's all you need to know. Let's go.
Awesome.
We lost a lot of time. Let's do this.
So back to what I said. Boom. What do you guys go to find out what happened to Kaz?
We can regroup at someone's house, or we can go back to Tina's. Those are my options.
I don't want to go back to Tina's if we have an option.
Are we leaving her by herself? That's my worry. To be honest, I want to take us all to Harold's house really bad, just for the weirdness. Because I'm an agent of chaos.
Okay.
But
I mean, if that's what we need to do,
only
We can go
if
to my
other
house.
people want to agree. I'm an agent of
I-
chaos.
like, I really don't know how I'm going to usher in a horse.
You have a backyard, don't you?
I do. Can we leave him out
Nope.
in the yard? No. See,
Nope.
I mean,
that's
plenty
problem.
of space for him at the scrapyard.
It's not
That's
the point.
true.
No, we're not leaving him anywhere.
Well, we're
No.
taking him.
No,
with
but like,
us.
if we're gonna have a meeting, we need to find somewhere where we can have a meeting with the unihorse. It's just a horse.
It is currently a horse. That will be fixed, correct?
It's a glamour. It's not real.
And yet your hand is still missing.
Yeah, this is because I touched the unicorn horn. Do not touch the unicorn horn. Apparently, it will.
That's
Bad
good to
things will
know.
happen.
Audrey sort of like moves Zach away from the unicorn.
We don't need this heat right now.
Okay.
So we pick back up at the scrapyard.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, meet the scraps.
Okay. So then we get the wide shot showing the I think it like pans over top, showing the unicorn like walking through the scrapyard and like it touching a car, and the car like looks brand new all of a sudden, and then it just keeps walking along, and then it like cuts to indoors, where y'all are. Or actually, do you bring them inside, Zach?
Yeah, I open up a gate and I let them in.
Okay. Yeah, because you have your whole room with like the wall of
Right.
stuff. Is that where you take them, or?
Shit.
That's the only room on the premises.
Okay,
It's
cool,
just
cool.
this little office place. So yeah.
Okay, sweet. So then it cuts to inside. Who's the first one to comment on the wall, the like conspiracy wall?
I have so many questions, and I don't know if I'm supposed to ask any of them.
Have you not been paying attention? You really have questions?
It's more about the scrapyard conspiracy wall.
Yeah.
Well-
I mean, does this surprise you from him?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's legitimately a unicorn here now. I think that validates a quarter of the stuff on the conspiracy wall.
The conspiracy wall is. You know what? It's fine. Are you okay, Zach?
This thing's a unicorn, right?
Yeah.
It's a real unicorn.
Yeah.
It's not glamored to look like a half unicorn.
9.
It's an actual unicorn.
Yeah.
Um,
Why?
why do you have a real unicorn?
Oh. Yeah. So, funny story. So my family is related to you what is the word that you call them? I've actually legit forgot the name of like the people that
The Lightborn liaison
Lightborn,
thing?
yeah, okay.
Lightborn.
You call them the Lightborn, yeah? Yeah, well, very many
An
generations
atheist.
ago.
I like this. This is all.
Yeah, they're not
It's really
gods.
hard to be an atheist when you can travel across dimensions, my friend.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
You know what?
I had a
Anyway,
concussion, guys.
I was roughly speaking.
Nothing I said was real.
Oh my god, Joe, you're perfect.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I am related to the unicorns. And we did our yearly festival for their not worship, remembrance. And they found us and they need some help. And I think that we may have found where they're taking the other Lightborn.
You got really quiet there, Claire. Like, not
Did
so
I?
quiet I can't hear you, but just more so than normal.
Is that better? No? Is that better?
Seems about the same to me.
Yeah, it's about the same.
It's not bad. I can hear you.
Yeah.
It's almost like this. It's like a volume knob got switched a bit low or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just checked my settings. Let me just make sure that my audio volume is up. Input level. Let's turn that back up. Or not? Why aren't you let me?
Well, Claire figures that out. So what's everybody doing in the place?
Oh man, I think Audrey's gonna look at this conspiracy wall just to
Yeah. Can I add some
What?
flavor of what I
Mhm.
think it looks like?
please
Yeah.
yes.
So you'll see that it's bits and pieces of paper and some of it is just newspaper that's been drawn over with marker, and it's plastered all over it. And like at a glance, it's like, is this an art installation? Like, is this like rebel version of wallpaper? But then you start looking, and they're like bits of twine and like push pins and safety pins and tape, and it seems to be all kind of pointing to certain articles. There's a lot of pictures of unicorns. Like there's like a whole corner of just unicorns, pictures of hand-drawn unicorns, unicorn stickers, just unicorns, and a lot of question marks. But then there's also a lot of like strange mentions of like occult stuff or magic or sacrifice. And then every now and then there's something odd that seems to not belong there. Like, I don't know what our game's version of Richard Nixon is, but he's in there somewhere. And there's St. Elco's fire, and there's the school, and there's our teacher. And then on another corner, there's a lot of stuff around somebody called Mrs. Larson, and quote unquote bright eyes.
Okay, so it's a mix of a
Alright.
conspiracy board and a vision board.
Yes. Yes, yes, exactly.
This is
Well,
impressive.
So, I mean, it's all there. I don't think I have to explain anything else.
no,
Like,
you're right.
yeah.
You are right.
You are correct. You do not
So,
need to.
I mean, that's why
explain.
Wednesday is so important. You guys see this?
I am seeing this.
Yeah, I see what.
Good.
I see a board.
Because I was really worried you guys would think I was crazy.
What?
What? No.
No, I
Oh,
put a
don't
lot of I put a
know.
lot of time into this. I put a lot of time.
I
into
can
this.
see that.
I think crazy is the situation,
Yeah.
right?
And
Like-
also sometimes the actions, but mostly the
Okay.
situation.
And
That's
the
fair.
words. Yeah,
Right.
it's-
Yeah.
This is
yeah, no, yeah.
And at this point, Zach is going to point to the journal, and
It's the super
Um,
Californian response.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No. Yeah, no.
no, yeah, no.
he's going to point to the journal, and he says, "Yeah, I mean, that's what Larson's been trying to do. It's all in there. It's all in the journal, and I've just been trying to get this all out. Just see the whole picture. It's all related. The unicorns. There's a real unicorn."
Okay, so let's pretend that some of us are really stupid and we have no idea what is going on. I'm not saying that for anyone in this room. I'm just saying, let's pretend. Could you explain what you think is going on right now? Like, elevator pitch.
Okay. It all started with a man named Bastian, and he had a dream, and he believed that magic belonged to everybody. And he had a lot of enemies and a lot of people that didn't understand what he was doing. And then he became this icon, this figure, and he wrote all these textbooks. And so I think we do a fade out, and it's just fade ins and fade outs of several scenes of Zach over explaining everything, and then it finally gets to. So I think Larson's trying to find a unicorn to sacrifice so he can bring Bastian back. And that's what this whole halt has been about. It's just sacrificing innocent animals to do this weird magic, and they all think they're doing the right thing, or at least Larson does. It's all in the journal.
Audrey's having an issue because for once, Zach makes total sense.
Right. Like,
I don't know.
Kaz wants to be like, yeah, sure. But also, there literally are people trying to kill the unicorns. So, now what?
Okay, so our current problems at hand are unicorn murdering cult trying to bring magic communism, and vampires. Actually, that's less problems than I thought. This is good. Two problems is good.
Kaz's arm is off.
Three problems. Okay.
Yeah, when the thing pans back, it's up to the shoulder is gone.
That can you undo that? Can you just
Oh, undo it. I had not thought of this. Oh, thanks to God that you are here. I would not have thought. No, I do not know what I did. I just touched the horn.
Touch the horn again.
Yeah, touch it again.
With what?
The stump.
Is it
It's not like a stump. It sort of ends in like a heat vision situation.
Oh.
Yeah, can you just
it's like the alpha channel just went all the way down, and it's just a bad gradient right there.
Just
It's 80s
like,
graphics.
oh yeah. Just like wave your thing by the unicorn.
Well,
Yeah.
the unicorn's name is Steve, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was Pete. Peter.
Peter.
That was
Is it
Seymour.
Peter? I'm sorry. My bad.
Peter.
Peter? Can you understand me?
You like the camera pans over to Peter, and Seymour has shown Peter where the water bowl is, and so he's currently lapping water out of the bowl.
Oh God, what do unicorns eat?
And he like looks up when you say Peter, and he like looks over at you.
So Peter, is there anything you think you might be able to do to help out with our friend's arm situation? They've got a problem.
And Kaz, you can, because it can like telepathically speak to you, and
Right.
it's like, what's he asking me for?
Can
It
you
like
fi-
it's giving you confusion. It's like, I don't understand.
can you fix this?
And it like, there's nothing there. What it like? It's looking at like the empty space. It's like, what's
Yeah.
the problem?
Is that what there was a hand there before? Can you make the hand come back?
And it like makes like a comical unicorn face, and it like thinks real hard about it. Do you want to roll to like maybe psych to communicate effectively what you want it to do?
I absolutely do, but I just want to say that Comical Unicorn Face is the name of my ska band.
Nice.
Okay, so what am I? What are we? How roll?
How do we play this game? So you're gonna roll a trait and an emotion. So first off, how's everyone feeling? Because it's a new scene. So clear any stress you had and set your emotional state.
Oh, we're gonna be confused for the rest of the game.
I'm gonna be scared. I'm scared. Is that blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue scared.
This is like the first time I've gotten to go into the blues and indigos and violets, which makes me very happy because
Yeah.
Audrey usually thinks she knows what's going on.
Emotional range.
What's that? Okay. And then I'm gonna roll. Am I trying to roll mental?
Does anyone else only have Claire's eyes?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Did you move your camera or?
Claire Kilroy was here.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, you're back. So yeah, so the this would probably be psych because you're trying to communicate with it like emotionally, mentally. So so you'd roll psych and then whatever you feel about getting your arm back. And then you keep the higher of the two dice.
Okey-dokey.
And then can I roll an assist?
Yeah, you can try to get in there. So this would be like you asked it, can it help? So you were already talking to it. So maybe roll your sway die.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to convince it to help. Like, this is
Yeah.
a unicorn magic problem, and it needs a unicorn magic solution.
Yes.
I'm confused as to whether. Okay. I rolled a 7.
Okay, you got a 7 on your psych or your.
I got a 7 on my Well, I they're both D8s. Because I have a D8 for my psych and I'm scared
okay.
about getting my arm back.
Okay.
So so I got a 7 and a 5 on one.
Okay. What'd you get on your sway?
I got a 4.
Okay. So so 7 will do it. It's enough to communicate what you want, but it's not without condition, so or consequence. So I think it needs some like rare something. Like it needs something to help it focus. So what's a I think it says it needs a type of berry that will grow in the forest where you found it.
Okay.
That's less bad than I was waiting for.
It's like, oh, well, when I have to really focus and do something and I want it to work, I eat these and they help me focus.
Are the berries called Adderall?
They're Adderall berries. Yeah, they grow in Malibu.
Mm.
You can get them.
We can get you Adderall. I don't know if we can get you berries.
I mean, you could try to sub Adderall. If someone knows chemistry, they could roll mental and see if they can come up with like something that would fit with these berries. Like, what is it about these berries that helps?
That's so specific.
I gotta vote against feeding not tested on unicorn drugs to a unicorn.
I agree
Yeah,
on this.
let us go to the forest, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah,
I think we're
you could
gonna
try to come up with an alchemical solution here if you want. But you'd have to roll to figure it out.
I don't know if any of us are good enough at alchemical anything, much less chemistry.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Not 9.
I think unless anyone has I think it's the forest.
Yeah, I think we should go to the forest.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do know a guy that has some land in Malibu.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could go there and see if there's berries growing on the back of the property.
Sure.
Is there a forest there? Is that the forest where we?
Well, he said Malibu. That's where the berries grow.
There is a forest near Malibu. There's also, I think the forest where you found him is probably the one out, like inland.
Like the one that's about between us and Wrightwood.
Yeah, like out beyond Pasadena and
Yes. Just very specific California.
local jokes. I'm just like, so it'd be the easternly forest versus the northerly forest in our fake world that doesn't actually match our.
Yeah.
But it's the same kind of trees, so there might be the same kind of berries.
That is.
Well, okay.
Where are we headed then?
I guess we're gonna take the 2 up into the forest.
It's now the Californians. It's
Yeah.
a skit.
We're going to take the 2.
I'm going to ask
134.
a question I hate asking,
138.
but I'm going to ask it. What day is it and what time is it?
It's still Monday.
So it's still Monday. It's probably like
Monday night.
9:30.
Okay. Sorry, I just looked at chat. We're gonna go. We're gonna go look for Smurf berries
Yep.
in the forest at
You're looking for
9:30 at
Smurf
night.
berries.
When do you go look for Smurf berries?
Honestly, I hadn't thought about it. And
All
then
right.
we're gonna.
If you
we're
don't
gonna
go at
fix
night,
the-
they hide.
So that scene cuts, and we pick up with all of you stalking through the forests of Malibu.
I have a technical question
Go ahead.
for Zach's ability. For the traveler dimensional hopping,
Mhm.
like what is the physical range? Like how far can he?
There's
is it
no
only-
range. There's
no
limit.
range. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
so dangerous.
The risky
Yeah.
part is that you go to a weird dimension and bring back something horrible.
Right. But in terms of like if I want to pop into like a different state or a different city, I can do that.
Yep.
Like is it limited to what I can see or
Nope.
That's not a
If you've seen The
Uh-oh.
Magicians, think about Penny.
Okay.
Oh man, that's a
Okay.
problem.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I love
Very
it.
much serious.
And I apologize ahead of time.
Yep.
You just can't die before Friday. Is my request.
Yeah.
Just don't pop into a volcano. You'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you could make choices for which you do not have to apologize.
Anyway,
So are
Smurf
you?
bear-
Were you asking that because you were going to teleport everyone to the forest, or?
No. I
Okay.
just need to know that so if something happens I can pull from that.
Sure. Yep. You're good.
I need to know where you plan on going, but okay.
So-
I'm horrified.
So what song is playing as the camera like fades in on the forest?
Oh, God, is that the right? I have the Boys Don't Cry.
I honestly wanted it to be the Smurfs theme song. Like full on just ironic music choice.
Only if someone brought it on a cassette tape and they didn't realize it was on that cassette tape. Like it was like a mixtape and they accidentally got to the Smurfs because they didn't record over that part of this Smurfs cassette tape they had from when they were a kid. It's the only time I will.
How are we traveling? Because is the unicorn with us? Like what's the logistic?
Yeah, I'm not putting the
happened?
unicorn in my Porsche.
I don't know if the unicorn fits in a Carnegie.
Right.
It definitely doesn't fit in a Carmagia.
Oh, I have my roller skates. Oh, but I only have the one arm.
Oh, I was gonna go with you have 2 roller skates, not 4.
No, I have the roller skates. I have 2. But no, because I would have to hold on to the rope, and with only one hand, that is dangerous.
Okay, Zach.
I mean, it did just turn an old car into a brand new, like it was new out in the junkyard.
That's true.
Does somebody want to see if the unicorn will fit in it?
I was gonna say, can we see if there's
Yeah.
a truck outside, like a pickup in the back or a trailer?
There's all kinds of stuff in the yard.
Or like a
Probably some kind of-
Winnebago.
Yeah, let's go look. Let's see what's out there.
Like a camper or something.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, let us look.
Okay, I know what it is. So the thing that it bumped into and made it like new, it's a oh shoot, I forgot the name of the car. Is it Chrysler Bel Air?
Yeah.
And it's got an Airstream on the back.
Mm.
Oh,
Perfect.
the long,
it
long
will
trailer.
fit in the Airstream. It is a baby. It will fit in the Airstream.
Yeah. That is an old ass car and I love it.
Now it is a new ass car.
It is currently a new ass car. Yeah, that's a fine. That'll work.
Great.
I feel like we all run outside and like the unicorn has turned the thing. We're like, yeah, that'll work.
Can the horn fix everything it touches?
I can barely fix my arm. Perhaps
I
we
think-
can deal with this emergency and then whatever.
I think the horn is a little roll of the dice, chaotic
yeah,
as it were.
kind of random.
So if somebody wanted to undo something, never mind. Let's go.
And,
Hey.
and at that, the we fade to the forest where we can see the Bel Air with the Airstream in the back, and you all walking off into the forest as the Smurfs theme plays, and someone like hurriedly tries to fast forward it on their Walkman.
Cool.
So
Who's
y'all are
going to
searching
fast
for
up
berries.
first?
Yeah, what do these things look like? What are they? I feel like we just find a berry and hold it up in front of the unicorn. Like, is this the one? Is this it? How many berries are there in these forests?
Can the unicorn send me like a picture?
Can you
Yeah.
smell?
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
tell you what they look like. It
Go
it
get
loves
'em,
them.
boy.
So it's they're I think they're like red berries on a sticky branch.
It's like truffle hunting.
Yeah, right.
Go.
You
Yeah.
want it? Go get it.
I think it'll lead you. It'll be like I can smell them out, and then it like runs
Okay.
off ahead of you.
Trying very
Follow-
hard.
Follow Peter.
Yeah.
We have a trained unicorn to find berries in the forest.
I'm trying very hard. not to
Places
think
where I
about
didn't
this.
think we'd end up today
Yeah.
for 100, Alex.
Does somebody want to roll to try to help the unicorn navigate the forest?
Don't think Zach should.
Yes. I don't know that I have a good skill set for it.
I would want to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess what would you roll for help the unicorn navigate the forest?
Yeah.
So
Here,
you're
let's see.
trying to
Here,
navigate a forest is probably mental.
I'm not doing it.
That would be me. And I am still scared because I am still disappearing.
Mhm.
And how would I be feeling about trying to help? Hopeful, which is yellow. Optimistic, yeah. So that's 2 down. So I get a 4 and a 10. Well, I rolled a 3 on the d4. Woo! And I rolled a 10.
Nice. Okay. So you have narrative control. Tell me what it looks like as you track down the berries.
So we get to the edge of we get out of the car at one of those little turnouts that's on the side of like the 138 where you can kind of see LA like to the west, and then like you turn around and you're looking at the forest. So we get out there and we kind of pick our way carefully over the guardrails because you're not supposed to like be out and about, but they are. And so the unicorn Peter finds us this path that like as we're like we can't see it ahead, but as we look behind, like it's really obviously like a path. We get to the end of the path after like maybe 10 minutes of walking, and it opens up to this clearing, and in the middle of the clearing is a big tree with a bunch of those berries on it.
Nice. And he gets kind of stoked, and I think you get like this. Like you hear his mind going higher is better, and he just sort of like floats up to the top of the up towards the higher part of the tree, and like starts like pulling down branches.
Yeah, I bet he floats to the higher part of the tree.
And then he like comes back down, and he's like, I'm not supposed to eat like a lot of them, but they're so good. And then he's like eating way too many. Like you can like get the sense that he's.
Peter, could I show you something?
And
I want to show you something, and like I'm like trying to beckon Peter, and like with my other hand, like get them to like gesture wildly to try to get them to hide the berries. Like hide the berries. Yeah. It's just wait. Put them away. Yeah. That I remember. I was here before. Come, I'll show you. I want to remember what it is until I see it. Hide the berries.
And he's like. And he's
Are we
like,
just taking like a couple branches of them?
Not sure. What? I don't know. You trying to trick me? He's like walking towards you slowly, but he's still got like a branch in his mouth.
No. There was this. I just remember the last time I saw a unicorn, they told me that they really loved the water, and I remember you could see the lake if you take a little bit of a path this way.
It's like,
While she's doing that, I'm gonna get a couple more sticks of berries. And
What color are these berries, and what is the?
They're red, and
They're
they're
red.
on
Okay.
sticky branches.
Okay.
that's not gonna
If
be a
you've
problem
ever
later.
played Merged Dragons, I can describe exactly the tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of those for incentive later.
oh,
And
cool.
also,
You know,
who
Zach's
knows what
gonna
these do?
Zach's gonna gather a bunch.
Okay. And
Just-
Peter is slowly moving towards Kaz, like, I don't know. And then he like starts to look back, like he's gonna go back to the berries.
All of us just like, no, you're fine. Go. He's great.
And the like emotional connection that you have with him like sharpens, and you can you get actual like words out instead of just that like emotional like rough communication that you normally get. And he's like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of berries left, and I haven't eaten them all yet. So we could stay here, and then we could go to the water.
I try to see if now he can understand more of what I express.
Yeah.
And so I just try to I try to think of the same way I feel with my sister, like I'm bigger than you, I'm older than you, I know better, you have to listen to me, and we're done with the berries now.
Oh my god.
All right. Babysit the unicorn. Go for it.
Okay.
Roll for mom
Peter.
voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess Kaz hasn't been a preschool teacher like Claire has.
I mean, Kaz has watched their little sibling. It seems to be appropriate.
Yeah.
Peter, what do you remember what your mother said about why you are not supposed to eat berries?
Just that you're not supposed to eat too many of them.
Couldn't you think of maybe why she would say such a thing?
Because you won't be able to sleep for a long time.
Ah, and can you see that it is nighttime?
Yeah.
And do we sleep in the nighttime or the daytime?
So, well, we kind of get up before we get really dark, and then it gets light, and we sleep for a little while, and then we go out again, and
So you
when it
sleep
gets dark
when
again,
the sun
and
comes
then-
up. Well, it is already dark. The sun has been down for a long time, so it is time to go to bed soon.
Yeah.
So we don't want to have too many berries, but let me tell you a secret.
okay,
You see them? They have picked up more berries. So tomorrow
they have more berries.
Yeah. So tomorrow when you wake up, if you are showing that you are ready for berries by behaving well, we can have some more berries. Does that sound like a good plan?
Okay, wasn't there a reason we wanted these berries? I can't remember.
He just needed to eat them so that he
No,
could focus.
Peter asked Kaz
oh.
that.
Oh, yeah, it was because you were going to fix my hand. You see how I do not have a hand? You
Oh
were
no,
going
what
to
happened to
fix-
your arm?
I touched your horn, darling. And
Oh, you shouldn't do that.
I did find that out. Yes. Yeah. I
gotta be
did
careful.
discover that. Yeah, I discovered that too. Interestingly enough. Yeah, so you were going to eat the berries so that you could fix my arm and give me the rest of it.
Oh, I have to do magic practice. Okay. And he like sets his feet, right? And like he does like a stance, and his tail like whips out majestically, and he sort of turns towards you and he makes a thinking face.
Unicorn
love this
thinking
unicorn.
face.
I love this unicorn.
And he's now the horse from Tangled. And he like his horn begins to sparkle, and the like glamour that was on it fades away, and you can see that it like starts to glow, and he like his whole body starts to glow when he focuses on this.
Oh, like the glow starts coming from like little cracks in the glamour, and then they like flake away, and it shows the horn in all its glory.
Yeah,
Maximus
red, yeah.
is the name of the horse from Tangled.
nice.
Sorry.
So like this like glowy cracks come out, and the glamour fades away, or like cracks and falls away, and the glow like sort of goes from the horn and down its body, so that its white fur sort of just like looks like it's overexposed in the dark night, in the moonlight.
Definitely because the editing is a little overexposed.
Yeah, because that's all they could do. They just overexposed the horse, and
I've seen Neverending Story.
yeah, and
But have you seen Legend? Yes. Anyway.
and like you start to feel like a tingle in your shoulder, where like most of your shoulder was gone.
It's oh my god, it's a Peter Tingle.
And damn it. And the like in an opalescent like sort of swirl, your arm starts to reappear, and it like finishes off, and you feel like you've got sort of like your arm feels like it sort of glows a little bit, and it's got this like opalescent quality to it.
Yeah, she is just looking at her hand very skeptically, like, can I move it? Does it do what I tell it to do? Why does it look like that? What is that? They're just kind of tripping on their hand in front of their face.
Yeah,
For
and
at
it's
least
it's your
20
hand, or
seconds.
your arm, your hand. It's got the like whatever telltale marks that you know. It's got any scars or spots or anything that your hand would have had.
It's
And
not some stolen arm from somebody
yeah, it's not
else.
like
not
it
someone
made a
else's
new
arm.
arm.
I like that.
And they keep looking at like the place where where like the last of their arm used to just be a stump, like to see if they can see like a line where reality was stitched together.
And it just feels like it was maybe in another place. Like maybe your arm was somewhere else.
Just like
like you
had
were
your arm in another room.
like you were fading into another reality or something like that, and now it's back, and you have this like residual unicorn magic that's sort of like stuck to it.
Do I know that's so? I know all of this.
I mean, you could make an educated guess that the next time you try to do some magic, it'll be empowered by unicorn energy.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, thank you, Peter. This is better than the old one.
And it's like, oh no, did I make a brand new one?
No.
I meant to give you.
No, this is the right one. No. It just feels wonderful wherever it was.
Oh, good, because I am so tired. And it like gets down on it like does the thing where like gets down on its I don't know what they're called in like the knee bones, and it like just lays down and it's like I'm gonna take a nap. And it just like lays down.
Could you take
Peter,
a nap in the
do you
trailer?
want more berries so we can get back to the trailer, and then you can take a nap and sit back to the
It's
trailer.
like I'm so sleepy.
Too sleepy for berries.
And it like lays
What
its
if-
head down.
What if I put them right here in front of your lips?
Okay, so you're gonna try to like coax it with drugs.
Yes, I'm not
Cool.
proud.
Unicorn
God.
peer pressure.
We can't let it sleep there.
How big is
No,
a
I
baby
agree.
unicorn? Like I could probably. It's like a large dog. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Colts are
pony.
90
It's like
colts are
pony
90
sized.
pounds when
Okay,
they're
I was
born.
like, I could probably
Yeah.
lift a
'Cause
dog. I
it's-
cannot lift a pony.
Because we've decided that American unicorns are like Clydesdales, so this thing is
Fudge.
Big.
it's a
They
little
are
big. I
large.
think
However,
if you wanted to like all work together, you could use some telekinesis to get it into.
can I just pick it up?
Oh yeah. Do you have the be super strong thing?
Ah, damn it! No, I'm super fast.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you-
like.
Do you have the points to buy it? do.
I do. I do have the points to buy it. Well, time to become super strong. Shoot, what is it called? do I have to add?
Heroic
Here.
something.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
But yeah, we
She
can just say
smash.
you- yeah.
Yeah, emotionally unavailable queer smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
let's-
missed that. They didn't hear that part.
Oh, they did it.
True.
It became an inside joke before we
Yeah.
even knew it was inside.
My character, one of my character archetypes, emotionally unavailable giant queer. I don't even know what page
Smash,
it's
an
on.
unavailable queer story.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking for the.
I got you.
actual
It's
thing.
heroic strength. You can spend a heart to lift, carry, or throw something incredibly heavy.
Ah, right. Yeah. No.
That
Audrey
sounds pretty
smash.
tailor made.
Yeah. So yes, you just spend a heart and you warrior out.
Yeah.
You can
Let's do
Just
that.
carry
That's
the unicorn back to the trailer.
ridiculous.
And it's like it's like Hercules, right? Like you don't even it doesn't feel like it doesn't look like an exertion to others around you. You're just like, oh, don't worry, little baby, and you just like pick it up.
Yeah, I think she literally picks. Have you ever picked up a large dog?
Yeah.
And their like legs are kind of roachy and it's kind of
Uh-huh.
adorable. She literally like just kind of goes, okay, hold on, and just picks him up like a large dog, where it's really just the limbs that are a problem for her to negotiate. She's like, all right, we're going.
How much do we care about the actual specific weight of the colt?
I don't think it's all that relevant unless we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of can one of you lift it.
Encumbrance.
I mean, it's going to be a minimum of 200 pounds.
I think
that
that's
would not
fine.
be a problem.
Yeah.
Audrey could lift a car right now and carry it
okay.
around.
Not to toot my own horn, but at my best, I could do that.
Me too. I carry more than that around all the time.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Audrey just sort of but Audrey like scoops him up like she would her Pomeranian. Like, by the way, Audrey now has a Pomeranian. But yeah, that is it.
Yeah. And I think he's like, you get like a warm sense from it, like it sort of snuggles in.
Well, this isn't weird, but I kind of like it.
And yeah, your arm is better. And I think with you scooping it up and like the camera circles around you as you move towards the car, and then that's how it like cuts to the new scene. So where do we find you all? I think we see like Tiffany getting out of the car at the next location.
Can I ask a question before we get to the new scene?
Yeah.
Are there any weird effects on humans if they eat one of these berries?
Oh, did you
no.
already eat one?
Well, Zach has a red smear on his mouth.
Oh, sure. Okay. Hang on.
You are an agent of chaos, sir, and I like
I'm
it.
the
love it.
rebel.
I love it. Please continue.
Hang on. I have a magic weirdness table.
I have a
Magic
PSA for
weird
this. Hold on.
Where did I put that?
This might be a little late in the period for us, but it's yeah, this is 1992, but I honestly don't care.
So, let's see. This works as like Adderall on unicorns. So I think
Enjoy that chat.
I know.
what emotion are you stuck in?
Conflicted. He's conflicted because he sees a real unicorn and it's
Oh no, I
bringing
meant
up a
what
lot of.
emotion do these berries make Zach stuck in? You're gonna have to
Oh,
roll
okay.
only that emotion for the next
Oh, okay.
scene.
Oh my God.
So, can I choose or should it
Yeah,
be?
you tell me what it is.
Okay. I would say it would be vigilance, like hyper vigilance.
So you're hyper vigilance. You're just like,
Yes.
we're
Yes.
gonna get him.
Yes.
Okay. So
I
go
see
ahead.
everything.
Go ahead and
Okay.
take a condition. Like it's got to be sort of weird, right? Like it's got to be. What's a good wording? Like supernaturally vigilant or
Definitely not like hyper paranoid though.
Yeah, no, not.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think it's paranoid. I think it's just like you're on duty, like you're on the
Yeah.
job. So you're stuck rolling orange for until you get rid of this hyper vigilant.
Okay.
Or
Hyper
hyper woke.
woke.
Yeah.
Hyper.
So you can put it on anything. You can put it on a different emotion because you're going to be rolling orange.
Right.
You probably couldn't be relaxed if you were hyper woke.
Yeah, it makes
so
sense
maybe
that it's
green.
orange because orange is the vigilance one, right? It's the
Yeah, so probably put it
yeah.
on green,
Yeah. Okay.
and then
That makes sense.
Okay, cool. So you are like on guard. So I don't know what is. So what do you do to like that? It shows everyone that you are like hyper vigilant. How do you burst out of this car? I don't know what happens.
I think people that are paying attention to him will notice he stops blinking completely, and he's just more still. But when he does move, it's almost like the weird, like vampire speed from True Blood, and he's either on it or he's not. It's like there's no in between, and there's a red smear across his mouth.
Yeah.
I love
Okay. Awesome. So where do you guys go?
Back to
All right.
the
Well, that's
junkyard.
one of the three problems.
All right.
The missing unicorn / teacher cult issue seems to be something we're waiting on finding out how the other unicorns do. That's why Peter's here with us, right?
I think this is just a like ongoing escort mission situation.
You sure?
Sure.
Yeah.
So-
they have the other unicorns are going to rescue a different unicorn at the factory.
What factory?
Right.
The factory. Oh yeah, I didn't finish telling the story. So the unicorn comes out of the forest and says, "We are going to rescue one of our kind. They have been kidnapped and they have been taken to the factory."
How many unicorns?
What? What do you mean?
Keep going. I got it.
How many unicorns are in the herd, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh,
how
I
many?
do
How
not-
many? How many
I do-
total unicorns were in the herd?
I did not ask.
And what time of night was this?
I did not ask, and I do not know. It was very nearly.
Where was the moon in the sky?
I cannot answer your questions if you do not let me finish mine.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah. It was very near sunrise, and the moon had already gone down.
Okay. I suppose. How long is it going to take the other unicorns to? I'm having issues wrapping my head around the unicorns rescuing another unicorn from a factory in general. It's bringing up a lot of like childhood cartoon terror, honestly.
Like Clara is having trouble with that?
No, like I
Okay.
think Audrey's like, I'm not like this sounds like a joke.
It's not actually a factory, it's a feed store.
I couldn't remember what it was, so I said a thing.
Because I thought glue factory and I was like, what?
Oh no. No,
Yeah.
it's yeah, they're being held at some feed store.
That's not better.
Frau Blue Hair.
It's possible. I mean,
That was just rude.
it is actually possible that one problem solves the other. I mean, the other problem is Harold State on Wednesday, but Tina turning into a vampire is the other problem. And we should definitely solve that.
Yes.
Alright.
I feel like that's the next step before Wednesday. I agree.
It's that. And yeah, nothing else.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Definitely. We have all of those scalpels. Jesus. Every time I say something, it sounds more ridiculous. We have all of those scalpels.
And the spoon.
And
You sharpened a spoon into a
You
shiv?
sharpened a spoon and you wrapped it in paper towels
when did I do
to keep it fresh.
Who did this?
You.
I did. When did I do this?
You stole the spoon from Tina's.
Oh, I do remember this. Okay. This is fine. Why am I like this?
I love that you're an agent of chaos who can't even remember what you've done in game.
I don't.
It's like
That's the best
asking
kind
Johnny
of
Appleseed
chaos.
to remember a specific apple tree.
Yeah.
Good point.
Look, I literally have a strength that's like anything is a weapon. So, yeah.
Okay, well that's fair.
You guys, you know how I said I could kind of feel where the vampire was?
Fudge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so he's moving closer
Closer?
to us.
Oh, good.
We should go.
How close is he?
Am I still just
Um,
holding him?
Well, you just
Let's
got
get back
out.
to the-
You're at the thing, so I assume
Yeah.
you put the unicorn down somewhere,
Yeah.
or maybe he's still in the trailer.
Guys, there's a douchebag nearby.
How
My two
how,
senses.
how far is
I
how
smelled her
far
car.
is the junkyard from Das Bunker? Are they on the same side of town?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, he's moving closer to us. I felt a strong presence when we were in the forest. I didn't think it was relevant because I'm an NPC and I was in the car, so I didn't say anything, but I meta jokes. I don't know, he's moving towards us now, if that's relevant to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, very. Let's get somewhere where
Is
shit,
he
you're a unicorn. I would
is
say
he
we should go
moving
where people
quickly or slowly?
Also, if we could pick up some, I don't know, just like some drinks or something. Just so thirsty.
We're getting close to that
Oh, this is
6-pack of
Tina.
tab.
This is Tina.
I
I for
promise.
some reason thought it was the unicorn, and I was
Me
like,
too.
I was like,
I thought
the
the unicorn
unicorn.
was speaking. I was like, oh, okay, and you're a unicorn.
all right,
And you're a horse.
and you are. That's the that's Seymour babysitting Peter.
Seymour and the unicorn have become good friends.
It's very cute. Okay. Can we get her a blood substitute? Like chicken blood from the butcher?
I have a thing of it in the fridge at her apartment.
Okay, why don't we deal with that, and then why don't we do that, and then figure out unicorn problems?
Just we don't think that actually counts as her first time drinking blood, right?
All of
That's
us,
what we were trying to avoid.
we all look at Kaz.
Which so is it what counts?
Chicken blood.
Like if we just give her some blood from the butcher shop to tide her over, is that gonna?
I think they are supposed to catch, or to kill what they eat. So I think if
Okay.
it is already dead, it will not satisfy her, but it may help.
It's worth a shot.
All right, let's do that. This evening just gets weirder.
I'm sorry,
So
I assume it's because I rolled the weird, like the big thing about knowing stuff the last
Yeah,
game. That
yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving you carte blanche to decide what is true about vampires, and I'll throw in things if we need to.
I need to rewatch Lost Boys, is what I'm hearing.
Okay, cool. So I don't think we need to like see the group go to Tina's. I think just wherever the next scene picks up, she's got the like a straw into a thing of pig's blood or whatever, and she's just like sipping on that.
It's like a straw in a gallon bag, like a terrible Capri Sun.
Yeah.
She's sipping on chicken juice.
Laid back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
apologize for that.
With her mind on her sire.
Had her sire on her mind.
And so what do you all do?
I don't think we can take on a vampire. That's the problem. But we really gotta murder him.
That's why we got the fan special weapons, and you have the mystical beatdown power.
That is all true.
You did talk about going and finding his house and attacking him during the day.
That's a great
Yes.
idea.
But if is
I
he
vote we
still
ditch
getting
school.
closer to us,
Mm,
Tina,
He's-
or is he just moving about the city?
I don't know. He got closer, but now he seems to have stopped moving.
Okay, all right. Well,
Doing
that's
his-
something.
Dark errands.
Okay, but that means he's not particularly coming at us. That's what I was afraid of more than.
I mean,
I guess.
I feel like I could call him.
Nope, don't do that.
Oh, no, don't do.
No, don't do that. Yet.
It won't be too much longer before sun comes up.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to lay down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to find out where that is.
Yes.
Oh, I can
So-
help with that.
Yeah, so
Aw.
let's just try to keep tabs on him the rest of the night and ditch school tomorrow.
Peter, how can you help with that? Oh wait, no, Tina. We're talking to Peter.
Yeah, you're
how
talking to
can
Tina.
Okay. So Tina, you know where he is all the time? Is this true?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if I know where he is all the time. I mean, I know when he's closer or when he's farther,
Yeah.
and I can kind of feel him, and I feel like I could go to him.
Yeah.
That works.
Do that.
This is the third time we've stalked an adult this game.
And she's like, this is oh
Sorry.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
I don't know. I just feel like maybe if I just had a little bit of human blood.
No, we just have to wait for morning, and then it's Tab City all the way. Let's go. We're not even investing time in looking for someone for you to eat.
I don't want a meta game. All right, that's fine. I don't want a meta game. I'm not gonna push it.
Okay. And then I think she like, who is anyone not doing anything?
Like standing still, not doing anything,
Yeah.
or like probably. Zach, how you feeling?
I'm just on watch on everything. I'm just
Yeah, nobody's
Alert
sneaking
on
up
everything.
on Zach.
Yeah.
So I think every time, so this is like that, it's cutting back and forth as you're all talking, and every time it cuts back to Zach, Tina's like one step closer to Zach.
Oh crap.
So she's just like a step closer, and then like it gets, and then like the conversation is happening, but then like Tina keeps moving closer and closer to Zach.
All right, Tina.
What?
I didn't want to have to do this, but why don't you finish your juice pack? And then we're all gonna just rest for the evening.
Have we considered, and I understand that this is a dumb idea, have we considered that if she just needs to kill a person, she could drink human blood?
So I could have a little?
No, I think that's a terrible idea.
I don't know, man. Like just like a little, like a like a thimble, like a thimble,
Just like
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a shot glass.
And then
'Cause
when
when-
it cuts back to her saying, yeah, just like a little bit, she's like leaning on Zach's shoulder, like with her hand over by his face, like just a little bit.
When was the last time you guys heard of somebody quitting after having just a little bit of heroin? Come on.
Never had heroin, but I'm a pretty strong person.
No.
Do
That's
not
not-
believe that, Tina. I know you.
That's not how addiction works, darling.
Okay.
Guys, there are two things that have to happen here. Peter can't be around when that vampire comes, and Tina can't be allowed to turn. We can't have a
Right.
Tina turning.
I am so furious with
I
you
am
right
excited.
now, and
I'm so
also
excited.
Just so in love with you right now.
I will say, Kurt did make the joke earlier. I'm still mad about it.
And she's sort of leaning on Zach now, just the way that one does, and she's just like,
Nope.
you smell really good. What are you wearing?
Hey,
This is basically how I smell.
You just always smell like this?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she's just
okay.
like doing this on your shoulder, just like always, and like runs a finger down your neck.
Okay, that's enough.
Fox, bread, chicken.
Tina,
We've got
if you can't be here with us right now, then you have to be somewhere else. And I don't want to do that to you.
okay. I got something in my car that you might like, Tina. Come on over to the car, and I want to show you something.
Did I take check in the back? Yes, I did.
It's gonna come back with human blood.
That low key considering it.
So she follows you. She's like, ugh, okay. And she like walks away from him like, fine.
Okay. I'm gonna get out a go bag from the back of my car that has various things that might be used in pursuit of French lessons.
Oh, sure.
And I'm going to attempt to restrain Tina
Oh,
for the evening.
Okay, cool.
because she's not eating anybody here and she's not eating anybody else. And then we're not going to have a vampire cheerleader problem because no.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, who doesn't want vampire cheerleaders?
Yeah, that's next season.
What show even is this? Okay,
Right.
cool. So,
No
you're
problem
gonna-
can't be made worse.
You're gonna have to roll something to get her
Yeah,
in
I'm
can only
sure.
presume is fuzzy cuffs.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like neon pink.
Obviously.
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 Now I'm just picturing Snape there with the fuzzy cuffs, like.
I've read this fan fiction.
All right.
yeah.
So,
We've all read this fan fiction.
what tactic are you using to catch her off guard to get her in fuzzy cuffs?
Well, I think I'm going to use myself,
Okay.
right? Like, I'm going to bring her over to the back of the car, and then I'm going to, like, lean past her to get the bag so she doesn't wander off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to brush up against her a little bit and kind of just, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be bait.
Yeah, your magnetism is what you're
Yes.
gonna go with.
Yes, I think that's what,
Okay. That feels like
Yeah.
a glam roll.
for sure.
I think the risk here is that she just bites you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a valid risk.
Zach is watching very intently.
Okay.
Audrey is petting the unicorn.
Taz is
Okay.
looking for a place to pee.
All right, here we go. Lucky.
Okay.
Today's a good night.
Oh, what'd
I'm
you
not
get?
going to get it. I got a 15.
Ooh.
Okay.
I had an
Cool.
8 that exploded, and I got a 7.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome. So you tell me you get great effect. So yeah, what happens?
So I think I like lean past her, and then in front of me, I unzip the bag and I take him out.
Mhm.
And then I like kind of gesture for her to lean into the back of the car too. And then I attach one end to like one of those cargo tie down loops. And
Yeah.
then I snap the other one around her wrist real fast and just push her in the trunk and close it.
Okay. And she thrashes around in there for a while. And then she realizes she's not going to rip the cuffs out of the she's not going to be able to break the cuffs free. And she just calls out and she's like, "This is totally not cool."
No, I realize I 100% agree with you, and this is something that should have had a discussion first, but I don't think you're in the kind of position that you're going to rationally have that discussion. So I'm going to park my car in a garage with no windows during the day while we figure out where this vampire dude is, and then we will immediately come back and help you.
Wait, you're going to
and-
leave me
and-
here? I'm you, and then she you notice that she notices that she spilled her blood bag all over herself. What's a good brand? What's like a brand name that she would be very upset about?
Ooh.
My brain just went to, this isn't a liar.
Sure, yeah. So she calls out. I have no idea. I don't know brands at all. So she calls out like, "Are you kidding me? Do you know how hard it was to get this?"
I do actually, and I'm very sorry about that.
This isn't even. This is next season. I don't know. Is that a thing?
No,
Can
you're
that
good.
happen?
No, you're fine.
Cool.
That's awesome.
I will, if we make it through today, I will go shopping with you. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, secretly she's like she kind of wants to, but she's not going to let on. So she's just like,
Oh yeah.
whatever.
She has to be
I
mad
guess
about
I guess I'm your pet now. And she's like rattling the chains.
I kind of feel like we're gonna have to drive around the city with her yelling at us from the trunk to find the vampire
Yeah.
during the day.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
super into this. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome, because it is probably well past midnight and Audrey has to be up in 5 hours.
We're skipping school tomorrow.
Yes, but I still have to pretend I'm going.
Oh, fair enough.
Duh.
Your parents like check on you and stuff?
Well, it would be weird if I
Oh.
slept in and then just didn't go to school. Like-
Isn't that what happens every time people don't go to school? Like, unless you get up to watch The Price is Right.
No, don't. No, it's wake up, jog, shower, get ready to go to school, classes, practice, work.
That's a lot.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
normal.
Okay. Yeah. That's real early. Are we all getting up at 5, everybody?
I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I mean, I gotta stay up.
No, I don't think I can sleep tonight. Am I blinking?
I don't think so, but maybe we should get you some Visine.
And maybe you should try blinking.
Yeah, force the blink
How about
before you
now?
get the gritty eye.
I love the
For those
idea
of
of
you
like,
watching the podcast, Joe has not blinked.
Guys, this is starting to hurt.
Am I
I'm.
blinking?
This
just
We
close
can go
your
back
eyes.
to that science lab we robbed earlier
Close
and
your
use
eyes.
the
Zach.
eye wash.
Are y'all still in the forest?
No.
No.
Okay.
We're
Did
I think we're back at the junkyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I with you or?
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
done much.
We're just about to break up, and I restrained Tina so she doesn't eat anybody.
She's in the trunk.
Yeah, he put her in the trunk of the Porsche.
Jesus.
That sounds way worse than it is. I'm not.
So-
That's not.
This game.
Kaz goes up to Zach and just like puts their hand over Zach's eyes and like moves their hand down.
the eyelids flip right back up.
Close enough. I could punch you really hard and maybe you'd fall asleep.
No. When I have a concussion, I become a douchebag.
The face Audrey gives you, there is no good translation for it, but sure.
And yet it translates in every language.
It does. The Germans have a word for it, I'm sure.
Auf eine keine schöne Hundeslacht.
Okay, so so everybody's splitting up then. Who's keeping Tina? Who's keeping the horse? Or Peter? Where's everybody going?
What we needed is a prep who might have access to a stable.
I've been keeping Peter for what, 2 days now?
Yeah, they know you have him.
Oh, they know I have him.
No, I mean, like, no, that's totally reasonable for you to keep Peter because your parents know you have him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
So
keeping-
everybody's going home.
Okay. You're just gonna try to keep Tina in the trunk at your parents' house?
Nope. that's precisely what I was worrying about.
I can set up a covered area here at the yard.
I will stay and help do that for sure.
I mean, if it's got the Viper thing, it's tinted.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. Like I don't know the actual science behind tinted windows. Like if it just makes it darker, or if it will stop UV radiation from murdering a vampire. That's
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if science is gonna help us with will it kill a vampire, but
It depends on what the vampire is sensitive to, UV radiation or the concept of the sun.
right. So
Oh, sorry. No, Audrey's trying to figure out a tactful way to ask how, like, is this where you're living, Zach? But hasn't figured it out yet, so. Not gonna
Okay.
ask, just gonna. Do you need a ride home
I'll-
after this?
Why?
You're not staying in a junkyard, are you?
No. that'd be lame.
well, I was gonna say maybe Zach, you and I could stay here tonight and watch over Tina.
I mean, if you want to, I'm not. Whatever. It's cool.
Yeah. Because if I go home, it's going to be weird.
Yeah, no, that's
Like by
yeah,
now,
it's
if
no
I
big
haven't
deal.
come home, my parents are assuming I'm not coming home tonight. So
Yeah, man. You, anytime.
I'm
My-
going to go walk up to the 7-Eleven on the corner and get a 6-pack. And the tab that I promised to Tina.
Kaz, do you need a ride home?
You
Oh,
need
we've
to-
lost
Oh, mute.
sound.
Yes, it would take hours with the bus. Could I please have a ride home?
Yes. How?
Take the Bel Air.
I've
Let's
got
take
both
the
ha-
Bel Air.
I've got both hands. Oh. Peter fits into Bella. I was going to skate behind the car with the rope. I don't know how that would help with the unicorn.
I was saying, so my follow up, like, oh, if we had 4 skates, we could attach the unicorn to the car and pull him behind.
Can you imagine the unicorn is on the skates and the car stops, but the unicorn doesn't?
Just wax into it.
Oh my god.
Suddenly the car is flying through the...
Yeah, I'll
The
take the
car
Bel Air.
turns into an elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, just-
Oh my gosh.
Careful
Yeah,
with
I'll
that
take the
horn.
Bel Air and the Airstream.
Okay.
This is all normal. Hey, Cass, free car.
Okay. So we see like a little montage of you driving Kaz home, and of the boys hanging out. We'll go around and everybody can like add a detail or something like that, and then we'll pick up the next morning. So let's start with you're driving off in the car. So let's start with Audrey.
I think Audrey, and so Audrey's driving back. It's just the radio playing. I think, again, Audrey and Kaz cannot agree on the radio station because Kaz has weird taste in music. And
No, they don't.
No, it's only that you have terrible taste, darling. But I love you. It's okay.
and you hear a whinny from the back, from like the Airstream, because the radio's going back and forth and back and forth. And you hear a whinny from the Airstream, and it is now Tina Turner singing a cover of a Rammstein song.
Okay.
That
It
is what
is-
happens on the drive back.
Tina Turner singing Du hast.
Do
Du hast.
This is what you get for saying Tina Turner 3 times.
yes.
Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Yep, I'll make a. I'll
Awesome.
write it.
So that's happening. I think as the Airstream is pulling out, we see we see Seymour like squeezing through the like vented window thing and like flutter, like his wings come out and he flies back towards the
Boys.
junkyard house. What do we see inside the little junkyard house?
Clubhouse. That's less depressing.
I think Zach has rolled out what is basically a bed, but what it really is it's pieces that have been taken out of old campers and makeshifted.
Okay.
And there's like some bedding and there's pillows, and it doesn't look too bad actually, but it's been kind of laid out for Harold. And Zach is kind of puttering away, in the scrapyard, kind of trying to get some kind of covering over the car, so that when the sun comes up, its precious cargo isn't turned into dust.
So you find that your ability to do telekinesis is extremely heightened right now.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so as you are working on making a shelter, like you figure out like you can lift like big heavy
Yeah.
bits of sheet metal and stuff like that that you normally wouldn't be able to move around.
Nice,
Sweet.
man. And then I do the like use 2 beers to open each other thing and offer one over.
No, I'm in a good place right now. I'm
Oh, all right.
have that for me.
You got it, man. I'm never gonna argue with that.
And Tina's like yelling from the trunk, like, "Where's mine?"
And I'm gonna like hold up the 6-pack of Tab and shake it at the back window.
You guys
In the
suck.
morning. In the morning.
Hey, Harold, I'm sorry I'm such a dick sometimes. And I'm sorry I never talked to you after our road trip. And I'm sorry I make things weird. I don't usually slow down enough to pay attention to how I'm affecting other people.
Hey. Thank you. But it's cool, man.
It
Like-
shouldn't be.
If I didn't like you, I wouldn't hang around.
Yeah, I like you too.
Out of character, damn it, Joe. I don't need any more complications.
No, not like I'm actually. There's someone I'm trying to. I mean, not that you're not, or that we weren't, but
Oh yeah?
just.
Tell him about this.
Yeah.
I mean- Me too, for sure. But
Oh really?
who are you talking about?
I just. She's someone that I met when this semester started.
Oh, okay. At school then?
Yeah. Someone from school. You don't know her.
All right. Well, awesome. Things going all right, or still
I don't
early
know.
days?
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot between us. Like, she's just very. She's not like me. She's got a life. I live here. I've been living here for a while. And I can't take her back here.
Oh yeah. Well.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'd love to help. Like, once we don't have a Tina in it, if you need to borrow my car sometime, or I've still got my old car, you could have it.
Yeah. Yeah. No. That's. Yeah. If it's not a big deal. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever. That's cool. That's cool. I guess.
I mean, you might want to paint it if Matt Black.
Yeah. No.
isn't
Totally.
your-
I'm absolutely gonna.
your thing, but it's cool.
Thanks.
Hey,
It'd be nice to actually take her on a date.
well, on Wednesday there's that show at the Das Bunker. I'm going.
Yeah. Maybe I'll ask her if we can do a. This is weird. Is it really hot right now? I can't blink.
Okay. Take it slow. Do the manual blink if you have to. It's okay.
There's a burning in my eyes. I don't know what this is, and I don't like it. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna keep working on this thing.
Okay. Well, if you need a hand, let me know. But it looks like you got it, man. That's pretty good magic.
Yeah, thanks. I'm I'm just in a good place right now.
I'm glad to hear it.
There's a bed for you. Just make yourself at home whenever. Use whatever.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and keep an ear out for Tina. And then, yeah, we'll get started apparently bright and early tomorrow. I can't believe Audrey gets up at 5, like every day.
Yeah.
Like 5 is bedtime. Not wake up
Are you
time.
gonna tell her?
No, man. If you want to talk to her, that's cool. But
No, like tell her what you feel.
Well, I mean, we're good friends and everything.
Yeah, sure, Harold. You sure are.
I mean, I've got a whole other date thing on Wednesday, and
Shit.
you know,
Right.
so
Right.
you know, we'll see.
Yeah. No. That's yeah.
And
That's awesome.
I wouldn't want to cause any problems for her. Like, that would be rude, right? I mean, she's already got to explain why Neil's jacket is all fucked up.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oops,
She's
I
still with
used it.
Neil. We gotta. I mean, we should probably help them out. Help them get past this, right? I mean, Neil's a nice guy. I'm sure he's gonna
Well,
take care of her,
not
and
so nice, but
be there for her, and understand her, and see her for who she really is, and not make demands of her that are unrealistic.
you're probably right.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine, Harold.
But yeah, I mean, maybe we could do something to help out. Like, I don't know where we could get a new jacket or anything.
Do you have the jacket? Does she have the jacket? Where's the jacket?
Where is the jacket?
I don't think anybody specified that we took the jacket, so
I
now
think
it's evidence.
I think Audrey took it
crime.
because it's evidence.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like
Also-
that makes sense.
Also, she thinks she can fix it. She hasn't figured out how yet, realizing now that we have a unicorn. But she thinks she can fix it.
All right, unicorn, you're just gonna eat some of these berries so you can fix my jacket.
Psst, Peter, wake up. Here's a berry.
I got some snacks for you.
Jack.
Is there do we want to cut there on that scene, or is there more going on there?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. So I think it fades out as you all contemplate the jacket. And we see, where do we find Kaz? What's the scene we see with Kaz?
Yeah, so Kaz is in her home, and they have the unicorn with them. And the unicorn has been sneaking the berries because Kaz asked for the berries from Zach and Aubrey. Right? It's Audrey. It's Aubrey with a B.
It's
as in
Audrey
Bravo.
with a D.
Oh, better. No, Aubrey. Yeah. Amber. Yeah, and so they got some berries, and the unicorn Peter has been sneaking them out of Kaz's sack, and so he is everywhere, and Kaz, they are trying to chase him, and Peter is well, he is fucking off, isn't he? If I may use the fuck. I have not yet used a fuck.
It is your fuck to use.
So I'm imagining that Peter Sorry, phrasing. Are we not doing phrasing? I'm imagining that Peter is like floating, like sometimes just above head, sometimes like all the way up to the top of a vaulted ceiling, like just floating and rocking back and forth and making and turning walls into like jello and then silver and then bricks and then like just he's a wired 6-year-old
Yeah.
on Halloween candy.
So he's, I think I think it looks random, right? Like it's not jello, right? It's just random shapes and things are like it's doing all this stuff. But by the time you wake up, like by the time morning comes, your room is like a fairy grotto. Because he's just like decorated it for himself.
Aww. Aww, actually that's really sweet. I'm not mad at that. Kaz,
There's like a bubbling brook, like that has no source. It's just.
And where have Kaz's clothes gone in the night?
There's probably what looks like if you focus on one of the trees, it looks like a chest of drawers you could open, and there's clothes in there.
You know, Peter, you could have done worse. And they go about their day.
Yeah.
And I feel like we fade there.
Yeah. And I think it pulls back through the curtain, and the brook is just letting out into your sister's room because it's the different like partitions, right? And so like all her stuff is drenched when she wakes up. And then we pick up the next morning.
There's a song. There's got to be a song there for the end of that. Oh, what was I thinking? Have we done walking on broken glass yet?
I don't think so.
No, that's weird though. What was the water one? What's the 80s song about the water? Nope. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So anyway, so that scene fades out. Montage ends, and then we pick up the next day with I think everyone are you all together in the car, or do we need a Audrey gets up at 5 a.m. scene?
I don't think anything changed. Like her routine is like the routine. If you must have it, she gets up, she does her run with her mom and their Pomeranian, because I've decided there's a Pomeranian named Mel, who is the sexiest man alive in 1985. He's a Pomeranian though, so you know. And then like she's just the whole like, oh, okay, going to school. I have work tonight, so I'll probably be home late. And you see her like she has all of the the 2 gym bags she uses between work and home and school, and throws it in the car, and then just it does not like there's that usual turn for school, and she misses it and heads to the junkyard.
Cool.
Oh, am I picking up Kaz? Shit.
Kaz is muted, I think.
Oh no,
No?
I just yeah. Could you?
Yeah.
Could you
And so yeah, just goes off to pick them up.
Okay. Cool. So I think we pick up with everybody in the car trying to get Tina to tell you where the vampire is. So
Yelling through the trunk.
yeah. So the Porsche only has 2 seats and a trunk. So
And it's a hatchback, so
yeah.
80s cars.
And then there's the Bel Air with the Airstream if you want that for getting everybody else around.
oh yeah.
So it's
We'll have
probably a
caravan of
caravan
awesomeness.
situation.
Fox, chicken, bread, caravan. Okay. Tina can. I just threw something. Tina can ride with me in the front of the Bel Air. Oh nope, she can't. She's a vampire.
Yeah, she's. I'll have bought some foil for the windows in the back of the Porsche.
Well, remember that Peter can go on the Airstream.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Tina can is in Harold's car, and they can go together, and we'll follow in the Airstream.
Okay.
I
Is
wouldn't
any-
mind someone else in my car just to keep an eye on Tina while I'm driving and she's right behind my head.
That's reasonable.
I will keep you company.
Okay.
I should ride in the back because I am not feeling well.
There's no back.
There's no back.
No.
It's a Porsche.
Well, so
The back
how's
is
that?
where Tina is chained to a.
Chained to a cargo tie down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will ride with you.
Okay, that's great.
All right. Cool.
Leaving me and Zach with the unicorn.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
we're only like 100 yards apart at the.
I know.
outside.
It's just the last time Zach and I were left alone with the unicorn, it died.
Okay.
Don't remember
Let's-
that. Oh,
Do you remind anyone of that, or do you just? get
No,
the
no. Audrey's just having problems.
Okay.
One of those boxes.
I think at some point, like, you're driving down the street and Seymour jumps out the window and like flies back to the Airstream and like wiggles back into that window to go hang out with Peter.
Oh,
That damn cat.
Faye
and-
friends forever.
So cute.
So you guys are cruising through the sunny streets of LA in fall, and it wouldn't have been smoky yet. That wasn't for a couple, like 10 more years. Then it starts to get smoky.
It might have been a AQMD smog alert day. So
Oh yeah,
I was
That's
gonna say,
right.
In LA, in LA in the 80s, it was absolutely smoggy in the 80s.
yeah.
Oh my God.
So you guys are driving around, and she's like, who's trying to get her to stop complaining and focus on her task of finding the vampire?
Is there a walkie-talkie? Like, does she have a walkie with her in the trunk so she can talk, or is she just screaming from the trunk?
no, it's like it's open.
Well, we did establish we
Oh.
do have walkie-talkies, so we can have walkie-talkies between the cars.
Because I'm thinking, like,
Well-
if between cars, can we like
I
still?
could have the walkie-talkie because I'm in the passenger seat of the car, so I could theoretically like shout through the trunk.
Yeah. Cool.
There might even be like one of those little windows.
Well, there's no trunk. It's like a hatchback thing, so
it's
you
just
can
a
just look over the
open-
seat.
Space.
Oh, okay.
She's right there. That's
Yeah.
why I was concerned about like driving alone
Yeah,
with
sure.
In case
vampires
she's able to
be.
stretch far enough from.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that for sure.
Did you guys wrap anything around your necks? Like,
We're all wearing turtlenecks.
yeah.
Well, I've probably got my leather jacket on.
You know what? I totally want to look in the rearview mirror and see if I see Tina though.
Oh, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at her.
No, but does she
Oh,
reflect?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
in
just
mirrors?
curious, like old vampire trope, if it's true or not.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you're checking to see if she has a reflection.
Yeah, in the rearview mirror while we're sleeping.
She has a reflection. I mean, maybe
Okay,
she hasn't turned
so
fully
all hope
yet.
isn't lost. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
Although-
gonna take that as.
Oh wait. Okay, vampires don't have a reflection. Is that?
They do in this world.
Yeah, they do.
She does so far.
least she does.
I haven't tried to look at the douche lord
Mm-hmm.
in the
He
mirror.
dresses like he can see himself. Although I kind of wish he didn't.
Well, he might be able to see his clothes, and
That's
he's
true.
just like the invisible man. That's why he pops the collar, because he doesn't know where his neck is.
Yeah. I saw a thing that said space could be filled with vampires and we wouldn't know it because telescopes use mirrors. All right, cool. So you're peering into thing. We get that scene of like, and then I think it's you don't see her at first, and then she like because she had like flattened out because she's trying to grab at you, and then you tip it down.
Right.
You just see her reaching for your shoulder. Go ahead.
So that's what he sees, or that's what I see. Sorry.
Are you keeping an eye on her?
Yes.
Then yeah, she does that.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah. What kind of nothing? You understand that if you bite the driver, we will all crash, yeah?
Okay. Yes. I definitely thought of that.
Uh-huh.
I was 100% thinking about that exact thing when I just noticed that there was something, and then she like brushes the back of the chair.
Tell me, what's the longest road trip you ever had?
Probably cheer competitions, cross country.
Yeah. Did you ever have a time when you really, really had to go, and nobody wanted to stop for you?
Well, yeah.
Did you want to drink any kind of anything at that time?
No.
Yeah. Can you try and imagine that we are on a road trip, and you really need to go?
Are you just asking her to think really hard about having to pee, or are you going to try to like make her feel like she has to pee?
I'm asking her to try really hard, but
She's like,
the idea to try to make her do it might happen too.
I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. Just
Okay,
Is she-
and since she has agreed to try, I'm gonna try and assist her and make it easier for her.
okay. You try to hit her with a memory of having to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and like of being really hydrated
Mm-hmm.
and like and not wanting to have any, like, you're really hydrated, you're really full, you're kind of sleepy, you just want to go to sleep.
Okay. Well, emotional magic is indigo,
Okay.
so that's like enchantment,
Okay. Oh, there.
and then probably mental.
Okay. Sad, remorseful, and I am feeling not scared anymore. Oh, can I clear that?
So it's a new day, so you can clear your stress. We didn't do anything. You definitely can clear disappearing.
Yeah.
I think, Zach, if you want to roll, you can try to clear hyper woke.
Okay.
Hyper.
What is my role for that again?
So that would be psych and, or no, psych and
Psych.
An emotion of your choosing.
Okay. Okay.
Can I
So-
also try and clear Jumpy from like
Yes.
3 sessions ago?
Oh, you know what? That can just go away. I think because it's been long enough, right? It's
Yeah, it's been several
It's been
days.
a while, yeah.
yeah. If I think you had like a night with the you guys sat and had drinks. Like
Yeah, we
I think
chilled.
I think
yeah.
it's easy to go ahead and just say that cleared.
I only rolled a 4.
Okay, so I think you rewrite it. So instead of like hyper jumping, maybe you're strung out.
I was gonna say he might be hungover.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like because I haven't slept and like that
Yeah.
hypervigilance maybe left me drained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe drained is on orange. So like maybe it moves
Yeah.
to orange.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So she like what did you get on your roll to make her feel like she has a full bladder?
Wait, let me roll that. Okay. I rolled a 10, but I didn't know if that was my old roll. So I re-rolled and it's a 9.
Okay,
I got a 9 on my mental and I got a 1 on my
that's
Will.
okay. 9 is an 8+, so you get it without complication. So she starts to feel. You do mark stress though on blue indigo, because
Okay.
you used indigo magic, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's really working. Oh, I have to go. Can we pull over?"
No. You gotta
Okay.
hold it.
What? I don't.
You can go when we find the vampire bad guy.
would I know whether vampires like have to pee? Would I know the answer to that?
Do
Like,
Do,
Vampires
do
pee?
vampires pee?
Yeah.
I don't.
The
think-
hard-hitting questions here on Happy
Yeah.
Trip.
Yeah.
I think you can tell. You tell me. Do vampires pee? I don't either. You're mute. I think you're muted, but I don't either.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Do werewolves shit in the woods?
Yeah.
That yes,
Yes.
that's 100%.
But
I like how we're like,
Werewolves
yeah, of
shit
course.
wherever werewolves go.
Yeah.
You don't talk to them
Yeah.
about it
But
'cause-
vampires are dead, so like, it would strike me that like the reason that they need. You know what? I'm not gonna go into the biology because content warning. Anyway,
I think that Tina can still go to the bathroom though.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
You definitely hear like a chirp from the walkie-talkie, which is, any alert, anything yet? Because we're using her as a dowsing rod.
Mm-hmm.
Tina?
Tina. The vampire has a bathroom. Where should we go to find him?
Okay, fine. And she just like closes her eyes and like holds out her hand, and she like kind of swings it wide, and she's like doing this, and it's like blurring out in the thing, but she's like, and her field of like how far she's moving it is getting narrower and narrower as she tries to like gauge which direction, and she's like, here, get off here, and she like screams at you to get off the freeway.
Get off here!
So do you want to make a drive roll to get off at the exit from the fast lane?
Okay.
What role is that? Is that motor?
Yeah,
Are
that'd
we
be
playing
motor.
Vampire the
I
Masquerade
keep saying
now?
a drive roll,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean a motor roll.
But
playing
When you're
VTM.
driving, you need a motor.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully
Okay.
my motor is an 8. That's a 10. Where's my 8?
I think
I'm
All
the
my
really
rest-
glad
D8s are
that
missing.
I'm really glad that you're driving the trailer and the old car, because you're more
Yeah.
likely to be needing a good roll on that.
I think the risk here is that you get separated because you get off the freeway and they don't like get off in
Oh
time.
dear God.
Well, I think that's the risk for the trailer and the Bel Air.
Mm-hmm.
I think the risk for me is probably I'm gonna
Wreck this car.
wreck this car or at least wound it in some way.
Yeah.
It's just a straight motor roll? 'Cause we
Yeah.
ain't doing magic?
Can I assist
Oh,
one of
you
their roles?
you get an emotion, but whatever you feel about trying to get off the freeway.
Can I
I mean-
assist? Oh, sorry.
I've been orange. At this point, I'm moved back to orange because we're back in mission mode.
Yeah.
Can I assist somebody's role by using the walkie-talkie and saying, "We're getting off here"?
Well, yes, you can assist on her roll and negate her -2. Because she wouldn't have because like if she was just trying to follow and suddenly he swerved, she would have a -2. But because you're like, get off here, she's like gets enough notice that she can try to just roll normal.
Fuel.
So would I roll my mental for that, or?
I think for this we're just negating the negative
Got it.
by you
7.
saying that. You got a 7? Okay, what did
Nice.
Harold get?
I got 11.
You got an
Nice.
11. Awesome. The Porsche is a beautiful machine. Does exactly what you want it to do. Top-down view, like we get the aerial shot of just.
Yeah.
Cross 6 lanes of traffic and no signal.
And it's got to look cool, right? Like it's got like you probably have to pass somebody to get off.
Oh yeah. And I like dodged those water barrels in front of the thing just barely, like kind of like swing the tail out wide, getting onto the off ramp. Yeah.
There's like a drift.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like I didn't know that I could even drive like that until like 2 days ago. I was driving an 1970s Lincoln. Like,
So like we see that happening, and then like right behind you we see the Bel Air with the Airstream trying to make the same maneuver, and like I think the Airstream knocks the barrels into traffic, and so someone else hits the barrels, so the water explodes,
Yeah.
and then the Bel Air and the Airstream are just like along the curve along the railing. On the
That's
off-ramp.
so
oh
weird.
yeah.
Half the wheels would lift up.
There's like sparks everywhere, and then you get to a stop, and like it pulls up so that you're looking at each other through the window.
And I look over and I just give the thumbs up, right? Like,
I'll introduce you like the most pathetic, like thumbs up back.
And then we pick back up with you guys following each other again. And you are in Mr. Whitmore's neighborhood. And she's giving you she's like, no, turn right. And it's like bringing you closer and closer to Mr. Whitmore's house.
oh,
I'm gonna
Kick some
radio up.
vampire ass. Is what I'm
I'm gonna
do.
radio and say, hey guys, this is getting close to. Oh wait, you said Mr. Whitmore?
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah, yeah.
Never mind. I think said Larson. Never mind.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Larson doesn't
Okay.
live over here.
My bad.
Do you know
So
where
we're
Miss
out.
Strauss lives?
I do not know where she lives.
I think
That's what I'll tell
okay.
everybody.
But does Zach know where she lives?
I get the feeling that Zach doesn't stalk her, but he knows where she hangs out, so he knows what neighborhood she's in.
I think she lives in this neighborhood too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a nice area.
Yeah. And she teaches at the community college. Or
You
maybe
hear-
it's
Yeah, you probably hear Audrey over the walkie-talkie say something like, "Of course, the vampire douchebag has money."
And like
I probably like do the lean over towards the radio and I go, I don't wait for Kaz to hit the button. I just reply because I'm not paying attention. But they're probably like, it's a nice area.
Hey, you drive, I talk.
Well, it is. It's a nice area.
I
Yeah.
didn't say it wasn't.
And is there any illusion that you and Mr. Whitmore are exclusive? Or I should say expectation, not illusion. Expectation.
I don't think I've ever had that conversation.
Okay.
So he might have thoughts in that direction, but we haven't. Like, I don't think there's ever been a serious, like, hey, we're a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was kind of pushing that direction, especially with the gift of a portrait.
Yeah.
But I haven't been available enough to actually sit down and have that talk.
Okay. So Tina says, she's like, here, it's here. And like, she's pointing up at Mr. Whitmore's Malibu penthouse.
Do we know about Mr. Whitmore and like where he lives? Like, would I know?
I don't think any of
house?
you, I don't think he's told any of you about his sugar daddy.
No, although I'm very excited for this next part.
Right?
Nothing good can
Okay.
ever come out of anyone that lives in a place like this. Anyone that lives here. It's
Audrey
just a
like holds her knuckles out for Zach to fist bump.
Yep.
Okay. So like I'm gonna if like as she points up the road, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop before we get to the driveway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in my head it has one of those security gates
Yeah.
out front,
like a,
right?
And like a nice like curved paved drive.
Oh yeah, it arcs up
lined
to the
with
house. Yeah.
ricks and,
Mhm.
and hedges growing on. Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
send you guys the picture of the house?
I have
Yes.
an idea of what the house looks like, so you
It's-
might have, but
It's basically Tony Stark's mansion.
Oh, I was gonna
Please
say, is
send
it one
picture.
of the crazy houses on Mulholland?
No, I'll find it real quick.
Oh, it's in Malibu.
While we talk.
It's in
Yeah.
Malibu.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
unrelated. Can I request that the song is "Season of the Witch"?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Or should it be "Boys Don't Cry," which I've been trying to work into this.
I do
Um,
not. I am my. Anyway.
So we have a little problem.
Yeah.
Are you saying this over the walkie-talkie?
Well, I'm saying it to Kaz first.
Okay.
No, and I don't have my. Yeah.
I know this house, and I know somebody that lives here,
Hmm.
but they're not a vampire.
That you know of.
Well, like I've seen him go out during the day. Like we went out and had lunch not long
Yeah.
ago.
How
Yeah,
long
he
ago?
eats all the time.
Could have happened since then.
I'm gonna be real mad Okay. So, the man that lives here, his name is Whitmore.
Yeah.
He's a very nice person. And if this vampire came and ate him, it's going to be a bad day for that vampire.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad day if there's a vampire there. If it was a vampire.
Yeah.
You hear the walkie-talkie chirp. Are we getting this douchebag or what?
1 second, please. We are discussing strategy. Hold on.
I'm the strategy person.
I thought
So
you
what
were
do you
the
want to
strategy
do?
person.
Oh,
Well, I can get us inside.
But wait. How do you know this person?
oh, damn!
Um,
I just saw the picture.
we met a while ago at a club,
Uh-huh.
and
how many times since then have you had this sex?
a lot of times.
Okay. Does this person think that you are his boyfriend?
At least part of the time, yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So
But-
here's what you do. He is older, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's what you do. We all get out like we are drunk and ready to party, and you say, "Mr. Whitmore, I'm so sorry. I told my friends about you and they all wanted to meet you, and we had such a great night, and I was hoping we could all come in."
It's like 9 a.m. Sorry, I'm not in the
Yeah.
room.
On a,
No,
9 a.m. on a
no, I'm-
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's time for a bunch
after
of-
party.
Drunk people show up. Well, how about before we go for that, I'm sure I have the code to the gate.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, you can get in the gate.
So we just are going to drive up to the house and I'm going to march up to the door and I'm going to see if he's even alive. Right? Like he could be spread all over the dining room table.
I hope not. You
I-
would not have the sex partner.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah.
And you get
And-
you get the sense that it does not occur to Kaz that you would have that anybody would want to have sex with more than one person at once.
Sure. Then that's okay. But you're right. Like this is upsetting for all of those reasons. So we're going to do this. I'm like, just tell them to follow us all the way up to the house.
Follow us.
And I'll put down the window and I'll drive up and I'll reach out and I'll punch in the code. And does the gate still open or
Yeah, it opens.
okay. And then we're just going to drive on up to the house.
I have questions.
Yeah, and you see me and I do the like yeah wave,
Just the arm.
right? Yeah.
Did I answer the questions?
You can answer the questions.
What are your questions? Drive.
It's a long driveway.
German accent. What are your questions?
Audrey looks at Zach, and like Audrey hands Zach the walkie-talkie, and like, do you know about this? Spit as they're driving up.
Harold, I'm going to ask you one last time. Are you a vampire?
Jesus Christ!
No,
That
I'm
is
not a
your
vampire.
question?
Look, I stick my arm out the window into the bright Malibu sun. Like, no, I'm not a vampire.
If you're
Because
not,
it seems like you're awful friendly with the vampire we're going to kill.
how do you know the gate code to a vampire's house?
It wasn't the vampire's house.
I don't know, man.
I know the person that owns this house, and he was not a vampire when I saw him a couple of days ago, and he gave me this Porsche.
Yes,
Audrey
they're
looks
the
at
sex
Zach.
friends.
Gave him a Porsche?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are the sex friends.
Okay, even if he's not a vampire, he's absolutely a douchebag then. Who
Yeah.
gives a
No,
Porsche?
he is a really nice man.
Wait, can we rewind to sex friends?
Okay. That's not the point of this long driveway. Let's keep going. This driveway is just as long as Star Trek elevator scenes.
Yeah, it's actually been shot by Edgar Wright, and you're just like actually watching the entire drive.
Yeah.
So y'all pull up, and it like does the pan, so we see the cool house, which we haven't really got the front view of before, and the camera like comes in like along the cars as everyone's getting out, and catches up with I think Audrey is Audrey like walking up to Harold to interrogate.
I think Audrey like gets like stalks out of the car, and it's not so much she's a little bit jealous, but I think she's also more frustrated by the concept of him dating a vampire again.
He's never been a vampire.
I just need clarification as to how many vampires you're dating at this point.
I'm zero.
Evidence.
No, the vampire guy has come to this house. I've never seen him here before, and I've been here a bunch of times.
No, that's sure.
How do you think I know the code to get through the gate?
Sorry, just
No,
North
yeah,
California.
No.
You know what? Let's just get the stabbing done.
Yes.
And
if you see a man that doesn't look like the douchebag, don't stab him.
I don't know. He could have douchebag friends. I mean, vampire friends.
What if he's been turned? What?
That is what
I-
I've been saying.
I don't know.
They make with all the stabbing, obviously.
After we know, nobody here wants to murder an innocent person.
Of course not.
All right, what does your friend
Vampires,
look
on the
like?
other hand.
So we know what we're looking for.
And I'll describe him in terms that don't use Anderson Cooper as a template, but because he's not a thing yet in the 80s, but yeah. He's kind of got prematurely gray-white hair.
But like that chiseled jaw, and the nice
Yeah.
tan skin. Hot. I'm into it.
At least he has taste. Also, this is the first time this show Audrey hasn't worn the jacket, or hasn't even brought the Letterman jacket. She is, however, wearing a turtleneck. Crop turtleneck and acid wash jeans. I'm curious to see if Unicorn Magic unacid washes jeans.
So what are you doing with the unicorn as you go into the place? Do you leave him in the Airstream?
I don't think it's a good idea to bring him into vampire combat.
Can Seymour watch the unicorn?
Yeah, Seymour's already in the Airstream with the unicorn. And I can leave him the roller skates on the rope. On the can
Well, you could, like, Cass probably could talk to Seymour, whereas Zach and Seymour just have an understanding with each other.
We are getting roll into dogs watching horses, or horses babysitting dogs.
As long as the horse is
do
loose in
you-
the hospital.
Who asks Seymour to watch Peter?
I do.
Okay. You get back. Yes, I will take this task.
Did not expect that voice to come from that animal.
Wait. Wait, Seymour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Are you feeling all right?
Yes.
Is he acting like himself, or is he like?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just what he sounds like.
Okay.
He's
love
actually a demon cat, not a fairy cat.
If
This
you've
metal
read
as
Dresden
fuck cat.
Files, he's a Malk.
Oh. Okay. I
love him.
also had the wrong Seymour in my head.
No, Seymour the cat. Seymour the demon cat.
There's no one else named Seymour.
Yeah.
But he's
Oh, you
he's
mean
sort
that
of a
weird
Malk
guy?
with wings.
No, we would not have brought him here.
That's Sven.
Yeah, that's Steven.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I
Well,
love that.
the Malk the size of Mister
Mhm.
is left with Peter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, he's a little Malk, but that's what he sounds like.
Oh.
But he's still the size of Mister,
Mm-hmm.
who's a giant house cat. So.
Yeah. All right. So he says that, and like the appropriate reactions were felt, and then I think we cut to like the foyer of the house. Who's going first?
Well, I'll go first.
The door is left cracked open.
Damn it.
Audrey has the unicorn
Steady yourself.
sword thing,
The
a dagger in her at the small of her back.
Okay.
And also a Leatherman kit holder with some scalpels in it.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I'd share scalpels out to everybody before we go
Yeah.
in.
Are any of the windows boarded up or shuttered or closed?
No, the place looks like normal. Or I mean,
Except
as
the door's
normal as
open.
like a mansion can look.
Kaz has their little familiar over their shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
blinking out.
And it's yellow, right?
Yes.
So, because we haven't really talked about how magic functions in the world, before we go in, is there anything you want to do magically to yourselves or for yourselves before you enter the place? Like, if you want to conjure weapons or, like, buff up with, transformation magic. I'm just giving you an option because we haven't really, there aren't really spells in this game, so I'm just putting it out there if that's
I
something
don't
anybody
like the
wanted to do.
implication here.
Yeah, I don't like you asking us to roll for initiative.
This is like in the video game when you're being asked to auto
And it's
save
like,
or
oh,
create
yeah,
we
a new
that's
save.
found
weird.
a save
Why is
point
there
and a
just
bunch
a-
of ammunition.
If I
Yeah.
click on this fountain, it heals me up and gives me back all my resources. That's strange.
Yeah.
However, now that the option is available, I don't know. I hit really hard without anything.
Sure.
Maybe things that protect you.
Yeah, I think Audrey's gonna. God, I'm really hard to hit. I think Audrey's gonna try to draw on sun. Okay, so our magic is. Let's get into some metaphysics here.
Mhm.
Our magic is neon magic.
Yeah.
Like that is magic that we use, and it powers all of the lights, which is why it's important to know what color and lights. Correct.
Correct.
The sun produces white, which no one else can use, or no one else can generate, right?
Yes, but
So we can draw any color from
you
it.
can draw any color from the sun.
Cool. But it's not any other kind of special. It's not like extra strong or anything.
Unless you. So there is something called thaumaturgy, which you haven't really explored. But it's the kind of thing that you'd have to draw on the raw power of magic kind of thing. And it's something you have to go find somebody to teach you how to do.
I assume that is not something that.
So it's not something your
Audrey
characters
can
would know
just
how to
do.
do right now. No.
Cool. I think Audrey's still going to try to kind of coat herself in sunlight armor. Not
Sure.
like obviously, but it kind of will. If she gets it, it'll manifest as sort of like a shimmering outline.
Sure.
If I can roll this.
Yeah.
What would that be?
So if it's just like force, then that might be orange. But if it's an actual physical thing, then that would be yellow.
It's gonna be more like force because she's. I mean, it's a little weird to walk. The hope is that this nothing is wrong, and she just gets to stab a vampire and be done with it. She's not gonna walk in looking like a medieval knight.
If it was like an illusion or something where you're like, well, it looks like I'm 2 feet to the left of where I always am.
That's cool.
That would be something else.
Nah, this is meat and potatoes magic. So let's roll orange, and then what's the trait for that?
Mental.
God damn it. That's smart, good. Let's see. And it's D8 when you're on the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But you're going to take a condition because you're going to mark stress and take a condition.
Pooey. Oh no, I just clicked because I had to do the fucking that's fine. Both exploded. Yay.
Oh, cool.
That explodes again. 8, 8, 3, or 8 and 7. 15 or 11. 15.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to math.
So, okay, cool. So, you get like more than you were hoping for. So, I think this. So normally, I think something like this would just give you fictional positioning. Like it would put you in a position to say, "Oh, that kind of attack would be less effective against me," or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think here you actually get. I think you can just ignore a condition.
Cool. So maybe I don't have to take the condition that that would have given.
Sure. Yeah. You can just ignore that condition and say like, oh yeah, it's just you manifest it so effectively that it doesn't give you that condition. You do mark stress though.
Yeah.
You're always key lit.
Does anybody else do anything before you move into the house?
I want to try something, but I need some advice on what emotion to pair it with.
Sure.
So I want to like come up with like infravision or something. So if I look at somebody, I can tell if they're dead.
Sure. Okay.
Without having to take a minute and be like, "Are you okay?" Or you know.
Okay.
Like that.
I think you can enhance your senses with green.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I dig that. Let's give it a whirl. Also mental?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's like a physical, like painful transformation kind of thing, and then you could roll bod.
No. I think this is like a...
Yeah.
Like a nictating membrane of whatever color would help me.
Yeah.
See. I got a 4.
A 4. Okay. So you still succeed, which means you have that going. You get that effect. You do get some sort of condition though, or like some consequence. So what if you're not really good at tracking movement? Because if things move, they get all blurry.
Okay. I dig it.
So I think maybe you take a condition blurred vision on mental.
That works for me.
But we'll just say that if you see someone, you can tell whether or not they...
Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
Is
that
blood
works.
moving around? Are they hot or cold? Cool. Okay. So yeah, anything else before you enter the house? It doesn't seem so. Okay. So, what's that, Claire?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I wanted to. Well, actually, I had a question about green magic.
Sure.
It says transformation. So what falls under that category?
So, that could be turning yourself into something else. It could be enhancing your senses, hardening your skin. It could be growing plants, like think druidy type stuff.
Oh, and I was going to X-Men. So,
that works too.
Okay. So I want to try to like make myself more hmm, uh tougher. Like
Yeah.
either conjuring armor or like making my skin harder or
Sure. Do you want to have, maybe you're trying to get a +2 on bod
sure.
while you have this thing active?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right, cool. So what is roll and tell us what it looks like?
okay. So would this be mental or would this
Yeah.
be bod? Mental?
Actually,
Okay.
tell me, you can roll bod or mental for this.
Well, if I get to pick as a player, I'm gonna pick mental because it's a higher die.
Yeah. So if it's mental, then it's probably like, oh, I'm analyzing the the molecular structure of my skin and altering it so that it's right. And if it's
Yeah.
bod, it's like
Okay. And I'm rolling. Am I rolling yellow or am I rolling green? I don't remember. I'm rolling
Green.
Green. Green. Okay. And right now I'm feeling, like resigned. Like I don't know.
like, I guess this is happening.
Yeah. Like here we go. Here goes nothing. Well, I don't know what that would fall under.
That's probably indigo.
Indigo. Okay. So we're gonna roll. So we're gonna roll a D4 and a D10. Ah! Another 10.
Nice. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say that you have the same. Let's see. So it's not a 12 plus. So you you mark stress, and if you couldn't, did you roll your current emotion? No, you did not.
I rolled a 4 because I'm on indigo, but I was rolling green.
Cool. So you just mark stress on green, and you don't take any conditions or anything like that. So you have +2 to bod right now.
Oh
what
yeah,
is-
what is my bonus for? What is my What did that spell do for me?
So I think it's going to give you +2 to resist like physical conditions. Okay, cool. So what does it look like as you alter your body chemistry?
You know, I'm gonna go very kind of obvious and look like a wall. Like my skin's gonna look like the Berlin Wall.
So it's like turns to stone,
Mhm.
but it's like
Is it-
graffitied.
Yes.
That's rad.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice. That's awesome. Does Zach do anything before we go in?
Zach has some plans, but he's gonna activate when he gets in and sees what the situation is.
Sounds good. All right. So you push the door open the rest of the way. All seems well, other than the door being open in the foyer. It's quiet. I think you can hear the sound of music coming out of like a stereo in another room.
He's not just sitting there playing piano.
It's you know what? It's probably like what's a good let's make it like classical. Like there's classical music playing.
But does it sound live or does it sound
I think it sounds
Yeah.
like synthesized.
Hmm.
So it's like Kraftwerk does classical music kind of thing coming from the stereo.
Like, what's that? Mannheim Steamroller?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, I guess I'm gonna creep towards the music.
Sure. You make your way through the house. You probably pass through some rooms. You can see that there are. It looks like there's things out. Like maybe there was a party here. Like there's drinks in places, and but there's like the telltale signs of a party, but you're not seeing people.
Nobody
like-
drink
like-
from any of these cups.
Man, that thinks you're his boyfriend and he did not invite you.
No.
This is very strange.
Some boyfriend.
That's what I am saying. He gave him a Porsche. He would invite him to this party.
Right?
It were a party that he threw.
Well-
All signs point to douche.
No, I am saying I don't think this was him.
Maybe he's out of town.
And the vampire is house sitting.
And the vampire just came here because he was showing that he knew where he could hurt one of us. Well, who knows?
Specific.
Gonna keep creeping.
Okay. You continue to move through the rooms. You can see in the kitchen there, like off to the left, there's the kitchen is sort of full of the remnants of a party. The living room appears to be sort of like the coffee table is turned on end, and I think Harold, you notice someone sort of like passed out on the couch.
Okay.
And you're
a living person.
yeah, your infravision gives you the like you get heat, like it's someone living is passed out on the couch.
And is it anybody I recognize, or?
Yeah, the telltale white hair is.
Hey, all right. And I make the shh, and I look at everybody and I go, "Don't kill that one."
Kill that one.
No.
Audrey becomes the gif where the do you want me to kill them?
Yeah. No.
And who's on high alert? Because I think Harold would be distracted when they saw Mr. Whitmore there.
I think
Sure.
Audrey would be.
Okay. So, Audrey, you're the first person to notice someone standing on the, like, outside, on the terrace area, outside so I think the giant windows open from the living room onto the backyard, and someone is standing there in the sun, like, looking towards the ocean.
Not a vampire. Audrey taps Kaz and Zach. Points at the window where the person is.
What did they look like?
They're wearing like a fashionable suit, with their hair is sort of like stalked up, like it's sort of like really rock star hair, and their collar is popped.
It's a douchebag.
Best running gag ever.
Mhm.
Sunlight though, so
Still a douchebag.
Right?
Yeah,
Zach is
that's
gonna.
obvious.
Zach whips out his lighter and flicks it and has a flame going.
Okay.
I don't like where that's going.
And I think he raises the person on the thing raises their hand into the sunlight, and you can see sort of like steam coming off of it.
I think that so when you tap someone to get their attention,
Uh-huh.
I think Audrey hits Zach a little too hard.
I roll to see how many ribs are broken.
And I-
Yeah, she's
I-
like, yeah.
You see that? Just
He says calmly,
Harry,
I
you
hope-
put your favorite goblin on fire.
I hope that you all understand that there is nothing I can't take from you.
Douchebags.
Have you brought me my fairy?
Oh. No.
What?
As soon as he says that, I'm doing like the mad rush with scalpel.
Okay, you can charge him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think he has set this scene so that he is like being intimidating. So you're going to have to try to take control of the scene if you want it.
Okay.
He's currently in control, so you have -2 to attack him.
All right.
Unless you
so
had a
that's-
bonus, like +2 for anything, then that would negate the -2. But so yes, you run at him with a weapon. That
Yeah.
sounds like a motor roll since you're running at him, and
Oh darn.
or you could do bod. Either of those are fine.
Okay, I'll take bod. I'll take bod.
Yeah.
And this is out of fury, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. That sounds like red.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rage and charge.
I'll re-roll this one. A 10. Minus
So-
2 is an 8.
Okay. So you charge at him, and what does it look like? Because he is gonna like he would normally stutter step out of the way, right? Do that super fast vampire movement.
Sure.
Why are you where he ends up and not where he was?
Well, I think I make the assumption that he's going to stutter step away from the sunlight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was just demonstrating some kind of resistance to it, but
Yeah.
steam is not something you really want to have long-term exposure to coming out of you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to charge into the shadow where he would probably move,
Okay.
Mm,
and then just
smart.
like stab him in the gut, like just
Okay. Yeah.
like what, like almost like I do like the hug, and then like the
Mm,
like just
prison shank.
So
Yeah.
I think that he is very surprised when you like not only that you stabbed him, but that it hurts. And his eyes go wide, and he looks down at you like too quickly, and he's like, "Dead man's blood," and he like goes to like rip you off of him. What a yeah. Who does something now?
Unless Zach plans on doing something, I think I'm gonna ping pong him, tackle him into the sun.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing that I plan on doing now. Yeah. Preferably with a bit of a stab, but most of the tackle thing.
Mhm.
I want to say that's red. Like, I want to say that I want to use red with that.
Sure.
Because it's, fury.
Yeah. So you're gonna try to tackle him?
Yep.
Okay.
Supernaturally, with a lot of extra strength.
I think as he
speed.
looks down and said that to me, though, I probably say something into his ear like, "Vampires are fucking gross." This episode is off the rails for the ratings.
Can
There's
I
like
argue?
there's a
very
warning. There's a
special
content
episode.
warning at the
Yeah.
beginning of this one.
Fantasy
for
violence.
our frequent viewers.
Mhm.
Today's
Can
episode.
Can I negotiate that this is this is motor, because the Flash can also move very fast and uses that momentum as their strength. I also am just I am also just very, very good at hitting things.
Sure. Yeah. This can be motor.
She's like a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So what
once
are
that's
what are you actually trying to do to him? Are you
So
trying
what I
to
want to
stab
do is
him?
I want to do is okay. So if I may get roll graphic,
Okay.
what I'd like to do is just push him into like tackle him into the sunlight and then stab him with the unicorn horn dagger thing, which if I was smart I would have soaked in blood, through so that I can pin him to the grass.
Okay. So
And then
that
just
sounds
keep
like,
him there until he burns.
Okay, so that sounds like two things happening.
Yeah.
So the tackle him to the ground is going to need a roll.
I figured.
And then if you get him there, then we'll see if you can stab him.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the sunlight is really the point of that. I want to
Yeah.
like just leave him in the sun and make it
Yeah.
hard for him to get back inside. So I'm rolling motor and red, which is a step away from my current emotion, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And you're at -2 because he is in control of the scene.
Does my +2 to because of the magic?
I think because it's armor, it would be
Okay.
if he tried to hurt you. I think you'll have +2. You're gonna have +2 to resist any physical conditions.
You're fine. Okay. Well, that wasn't great. There's nothing worse than when you rolled in this system. There's nothing worse than rolling on an 8 and a 6, a 5, and a 7.
Yeah.
That is awful.
Well, I mean, a 7 succeeds. It just comes with some sort of complication or.
That's a 5 because it's -2 because he's in control of the scene.
Yeah.
I remind you against my own wishes.
Yeah. A 5 and a 7 are the same mechanically, though.
Oh,
So you get a partial success, which means you have him in the sun. You've tackled him to the ground in the sun.
yeah. Yeah.
But I think that he knocks the dagger out of your hand and into the pool.
That's fine. Fists will work for now. I also have scalpels.
Yes, you do. So as you're tumbling, he it seems like he's less concerned about being tackled than he is about that dagger in your hand. And so he puts all of his energy into knocking that out of your hand. And so that the camera focuses on it and it's into the pool. And you land on top of him in whatever, advantageous position you want it to be in.
She's definitely doing the bully straddle ready to punch or stab.
Okay, I think this definitely this gets rid of his in control of the scene.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
So does anybody else do anything, or do you try to stab him with something else?
If anyone else wants to jump in, please. Otherwise, I'm a stab.
No, I think you're way faster than me, so.
Kaz, I think you're muted if you were.
Sorry about that. Kaz is gonna want to do something, but
Things can
My
happen
thing's very
simultaneously.
Zach. My idea is very Zach and volatile, so I want to do it last.
You
if I
wanna
could,
wait?
just in case.
that's I feel you've grown. No. So Kaz is gonna want to try and use their new new and improved strength to make a shield and try and shove the vampire. Put their hands together in front of them in fists and make a conjure a shield across their arms and try and shove the vampire into the light.
So he's already in the light because
Oh.
Audrey tackled him in the sunlight.
Okay. And he's starting to smoke, right? Or not
Yeah,
yet?
a little
What's
bit.
he doing?
So
Oh.
it kind of looks like it looks like his skin gets a little red, and it sort of steams a little bit.
Oh, in that case, Kaz is gonna throw fire or try to make fire and throw it at
Okay.
the vampire.
Yes, throw fire at your friend who is sitting on a vampire.
Yeah. So
love
yeah,
it.
I mean, risks are that it's not very accurate, I think.
Okay.
And that it's fire.
and then it's fire.
Yeah.
No problem. Can't be made worse.
Fire is the one kind of magic you can't take back.
Seeing this, Zach is kind of agape and he lets go of his lighter and he's like,
Wait, maybe this is a bad idea. So you're gonna call flame on down on him. It sounds like. Go ahead and roll some red and mental.
Okay. Cool. This is gonna be great.
You're so lucky that Audrey has no hairspray in today. This is gonna go really poorly if this happened on Wednesday or Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, where's your
Oh my-
hair? Is it like up? Is it
It's up. It's in a ponytail.
okay?
Oh, thank God. I have a D12 on mental and I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Okay, so that's success? Is that right? Yeah.
That's a success. So you don't inflict a condition on your friend there.
Yay!
And you inflict a condition on the bad guy. So what does this look like? Tell me what it looks like.
Well, kind of like when you've got wood that's soaked in alcohol and it's so soaked in alcohol that it doesn't want to catch right away, but you flick a match at it, it's like foosh. That's what it's like when when the fire touches the vampire.
Okay. He is wearing 100% polyester. So
So it really sucks for him. It's
Yeah.
not a good look.
It melts to him.
yep.
It certainly
So
does.
I think because you're not hitting Audrey, it's gonna clip like his side, so it's probably gonna like hit his shoulder and the side of his face.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's gonna take the condition.
I can also get
Phantom
off
of the Opera?
vampire.
Well, I was gonna say you could get off of him quickly, like.
Yeah, Audrey could roll off of him.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go with hot fashion or hot couture.
Yes.
Um,
I have put on Dead Man's Party for this, by the way.
yes, 100%. I think there's like the classical song ends and Dead Man's Party comes on. So he has the condition hot couture because his polyester melted to his skin. And what does Audrey do as like flame just brushes the side of this dude?
Swears, probably. Probably pulls the scalpel and tries to from
Stab him again?
the side. Stab him in the where she assumes the heart is. She's sort of been sleeping through biology.
Okay. Sweet. Go for it.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, I'm still at red. I can't roll orange because I have stress in orange, correct?
You can roll orange.
Okay.
It's if you would mark stress on orange, you would get a condition instead.
Ah, cool. I mean, red or orange works for me right now. However, can I use motor for this again?
Yeah, you can use motor for that.
I will roll orange. I'll roll red and I'll roll motor then. Oh my gosh, where are all my d8s? There we are. Fudge. All right, well, it's a 5.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a 5.
Okay. So you go to stab him again in his heart, I presume.
Yeah.
He gets to write the condition though, so I think what happens is he gets his hand up in the way.
That's fine.
So he gets it right through the hand. So let's see. I'll just put stigmata here.
I'm assuming I'm not getting that scalpel back.
No, because yes, you are, because he rips it out of his hand and stabs
God.
it into your neck.
Oh, I hate
No.
that. Oh, wait, I can resist it though, can't I?
Yes, you can, and you have +2 to resist physical conditions right now.
Yay. How do I do that?
Say as if, and
As if.
and roll bod plus whatever emotion you feel about not getting stabbed in the neck.
Very strongly.
Positive, very strongly. Do I get? Will I have to take stress for? I'm gonna have to take a condition for that though, won't I?
So you don't, when you resist a condition, you don't take stress.
Cool. I have stress from the other thing. So yeah, I'm pretty angry about not getting stabbed. Like I would say, like I'd like to not. So 7. I mean, yes, I'm happy that I got a 7, but it's like very annoying.
Okay, so
9 technically.
So 7.
9.
Oh, 9 with the +2.
+2.
So with that, I think it costs you 1 heart to resist.
Oh.
And I think you all hear, "Step away from the vehicle."
Oh my god.
Oh, damn it. Did Tina get out?
And now there's like a loud alarm from the front.
When
coming from
Kaz
the front
hears
of the
that,
house.
they are freaking out. They are like, we have to go. We have to get out right now. We have to leave. We have to go. Come on, let's go. We have to go.
I'm not.
I'm kind of busy.
Zach has dived into the pool for the unicorn horn.
Okay.
Do I roll a motor to?
Probably motor to swim.
Okay.
I think the risk is that it takes a while to find it.
White horn, bottom of the pool is white.
My
Yeah, I
6
got that.
explodes into a 10.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So you dive in and emerge. What do you look like when you come out of the pool with the dagger?
I think it's just a shot of like bubbles, and then there's like a head emerges, and the horn is in my mouth, and I emerge from the pool, and like I kind of do like a
Like a
flipper, like
Badass pirate.
out of the pool, and I'm standing there, and I take the horn in my hand, and I said, "Bon appetit, Miami, motherfucker."
But he's got the dagger in his mouth. So
Yeah. And that's how we got
Oh,
away with saying that on the.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Getting
Heck
the
yeah.
extra one? Yeah.
Yes.
Does that mean you're attacking the
Yeah.
vampire with it? Okay. So you can do that. You can try to attack
Okay.
the vampire.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm thinking motor again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This game is very much like combat in this game is like playing with 2 hit points.
Yeah.
My 8 exploded, and it's a +7. Someone math that for me. Is that 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's very good.
That's
So
a
you
lot
get
of-
extra effect. So
Oh shoot. Okay.
So
Stab
you
the
can,
crap out of him.
So you can great effect. So you can inflict 2 conditions,
Okay.
or you can get some other benefit, whatever you want.
I think narratively, Zach's gonna walk. So what's the situation? Like, are they grappled? With,
So he just
Audrey,
tried to
or no?
stab her in the neck. And what did it look like when you resisted? Like, because it didn't happen. So
That sunlight armor situation, you see it flare where the scalpel would have hit, and the scalpel breaks.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that, like, we see that happen, and then we see you dive in the pool, and then we see you walking over, but she's still sitting on him, as far as I
Okay.
understand.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh
Okay.
no, she rolled off. She just tried to stab him.
Oh, you
so now
moved
they're
out of
just
the way.
Yeah, so now they're just fight. I assume they're just close enough for stabbing, but far enough to not be on fire with each other.
So
if
then
they-
I think when you rolled off, he rolled onto like a knee and a foot,
Yeah.
right? Like he's
Okay.
kneeling.
Okay. From behind, I'm going to run the unicorn horn up through his jugular.
jeez.
And I'm going to say, "You just ate your last unicorn." And I'm going to pull his collar down as I do that.
Undouche him.
So he blubbers and like sputters as the thing goes through his skull. But he can't really talk because it's like his mouth is pinned shut. And like blood is pouring out of the wound. And I think he would make a witty retort, but he can't get the last word because you've pinned his mouth shut.
That's what I wanted.
And he just like crumples forward.
No Spill Blood was the next song that just came up because I had Dead Man's Party playing. That's really funny.
And I think at that moment, Tina leaps onto Kaz. And by the time they get there, though, they like something happens to them, so they probably just like fall on Kaz. Do you want to try to catch them, get out of the way?
Am I trying to catch Tina?
Yeah, Tina was attacking you, and then the
Okay.
vampire died, and
Okay.
something like disrupted her like thought process.
Okay. So now I'm trying to. Oh, yeah. So I would be trying to catch her.
Sure. So yes, she like jumped at you, and midair, like something like her decision-making process changed, and she like just sort of falls on you. So you're trying to catch her. So that's probably
or fall, basically fall to the ground in such a way that
neither of you get hurt.
exactly.
Okay, so then probably Bod to take a fall.
Okay. And I'm gonna say that I am scared. So, and I have a +2 to my bod. Do 6 and I wrote a 3.
Okay.
So 6, or is that 9?
A 6 and a 3 is 9. So
Okay, so 9.
so yeah, so you catch. How does it look?
It's basically if you've ever seen, like a fail video where someone's doing a lift and they both kind
They
of
crumple on each other.
like they crumple, like the base catches the flyer but just barely, and they both kind of like crumple to the side like one of those little wavy arm things with the by the side of the freeway.
Sure.
when there's not quite enough air, they just
Yeah.
over to the side.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's slightly slower than if Tina and Kaz had fallen without help, but not by much.
Yeah. And
I appreciate you.
and Tina's like, she sort of sits up, and she's like, I still have to pee. And then, well, because it's 10, we can cut right there. I think that scene cuts, and then, Dave, do you need a moment with Mr. Whitmore at the end? Or do we want to open with that?
I think I'd rather wait for that,
Okay.
so we're not in a rush or anything.
Okay. Cool.
Because it
so
might take some explaining, like, "Hey, I'm really sorry, a vampire tried to come and murder you." But yeah,
he's gonna be like, "You're into some weird shit." Okay, so the like it cuts on. I still need to pee. The like what song plays? Is it like "I'm Still Standing" by or
or "We Don't Need Another Hero" from Tina Turner.
oh yes.
I love it.
Nice. So that plays over the credits, and yeah, we can do XP or we can do it as the start of the next session, because I know that Claire has a hard out. So
No, I actually don't anymore.
oh, okay.
I moved to a bigger house, so I no longer have to game in the room that my baby has to sleep in.
Yay.
Oh, cool.
Do we want to do XP real quick then?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So let's see. So we can start with Audrey.
I feel like I did something difficult for a friend.
Yeah, definitely.
I almost got stabbed repeatedly. I did mention my schedule,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
much to everyone's confusion.
yeah.
Otherwise, I think that's everything I get not control. I get XP for.
Mhm.
So yeah, not a ton, but like more than I
I don't-
had.
Yeah, I don't think anybody failed any rolls today either.
No.
Okay, so Zach.
I gave myself one for Let a Friend Comfort Me, which is me and Harold at the scrapyard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure I hit anything else.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you do anything for Troublemaker?
I mean, you
think so.
straight up murdered a dude because he was a bad guy. That seems like breaking the law to right injustice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
saved
that.
Tina.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, and he
Cool.
like when he dies in the sun, he like turns to ash and blows away.
Oh, cool. No body.
Yeah.
Buffy vampire.
I was gonna say, well, I was gonna ask if we cut there, or do we? There's something that he said during the fight, which was, "I can take away everything that's close to you," or something
Yeah.
like that. And so I was gonna have a moment where Zach is gonna bamf away from the group. He's very worried suddenly about Miss Strauss.
Oh,
We could
okay.
start the next episode with
Yeah.
you just not there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So we'll pick up with the two vignettes of I'll
Yeah.
write it down, of Mr. Whitmore and
Yeah, just so I
Miss
don't
Strauss.
forget.
Cool. So that was your XP. Kaz, what'd you get?
Well, I definitely feel like I defended other people a couple of times. I defended Peter and I defended Tina. And that gives me 2 XP, I think. And then I feel like I helped somebody without correcting them, but I can't think of who right now.
I definitely remember a moment where you could have done that. I just don't.
Yeah, it was something. I think it was when Tina was in the back and I was trying to help her
Oh, with
get in
the
car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Try
Rather than,
not to try not to be thirsty.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool.
And then I feel like I've also gotten over one of my malfunctions, which
Sure.
is pushover. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm a pushover anymore.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
So if you want to transform a malfunction, you would turn it into a virtue. So instead of pushover, you might be someone who stands up for their friends and doesn't back away from hard situations. So you would basically rewrite the malfunction into something that you like is a core virtue for you.
Okay. So like friends champion or something.
Yeah.
And
Or
then
you could stick with your wall theme and be like Bastion.
what's best?
Like, just a stronghold, like a
Fortification.
fortification.
Oh yeah, it
wall.
breaks if you try to type it there, so you have to put it down in
I
the strengths
figured it
area.
out. Oh, strengths is.
But you can take the time between sessions too to think about how you want
Yeah,
to word that,
absolutely.
because you're going to come up with one trigger that gives you both XP and heart when you hit it.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, okay, cool. So, is that all the XP you gained?
I think so. Yeah. I
Cool.
think so.
Oh, did you get one for Lightborn Liaison?
No.
I think you could
Oh,
take
and
one.
I also feel like I helped. Well, I helped Peter without correcting anybody. Like when with the berries.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice.
Cool.
The berries.
The fairies.
Harold, what'd you get?
Well, I think I probably was vulnerable to Kaz in the
Mhm.
car about my whole relationship situation. And then I thought about it, but I don't think I get another one for Zach, even though we kind of had a talk
Mhm.
along the same lines, because I don't think I accepted what he was throwing out there in my head.
Sure.
I assume I definitely get a point for French lessons.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that's it.
I think you would have hit. What was your trigger for found family? What was the thing?
Well, like treasure the people that you've chosen, kind of. That's.
I mean, you
That
did
would
get
be- I mean,
you
roll,
tried to-
roll aggro.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
a point for that.
You did that. You tried to give Zach a car.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
yeah. I forgot. Yeah, that's a good point. I will take one for that.
Okay.
Take it.
Sweet. All right, cool. So that's experience. If we want to do any leveling up, we can do it at the start of the next turn. So the next game. So think about that. And I'm excited to hear what your wording is for the malfunction you're going to update, or your new virtue. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me go to our end script. That's the end of tonight's session. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us on November 16th for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes or find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. If you'd like to learn more about Lighthearted, you can go to lighthearted.games. And if you'd like to learn more about me, you can follow me on Twitter @KurtPotts. The only other thing I'm going to plug is tomorrow is Election Day if you're in the U.S., so please go vote. And then I'll throw it to the players. So, Dave.
I love your script voice. It's super
stuff.
good. I can't wait to come back and see where we're gonna end up. Because Harold's life keeps getting more and more complicated, and it's awesome.
I wrote down explaining vampires to Mr. Whitmore.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and explaining vampires to Mr. Whitmore with Audrey in the room
Yeah.
is also awkward. And then it's Tuesday, and it's only another day until Wednesday, which is date night.
I'm very excited to be in the room where this happens.
So it's a whole thing. It's going to be
Everywhere it
awesome.
happened.
It's going to be great. Yeah.
That's
That's why we play RPGs, to find out new things about how
Maybe
life
I'll
can
do
go.
it.
It's like heckling, but better.
Statler and Waldorf and Audrey over in the corner. So good.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, other than that, I will say that there may be a Cthulhu game again in the future. We're having some real struggles making it happen. But we really do want to get to a conclusion point. So it's been a situation of like, we don't want to leave a character out when we're right near a finale. Because you can explain that in an episode mid-season, but in the big last two-parter finale for a season, it's tough. So we'll see. I'll be back at that eventually. But yeah, other than that, I will reiterate the point that voting is awesome, and we should remember that it's a privilege that we get to have. And so please go do it if you haven't already. And if you have already, congratulations, enjoy your sticker.
Good work, y'all. Clara.
I don't know. Hi, I'm Clara. I have been Clara. You can find me all over the internet as clearly_golden. Also, you can find me every Monday this week and last month and the month before that. Every Monday on Games We Never Plays podcast, where we are currently starting our run for November of Monster of the Week, which is one of my favorite PBTAs ever. It is fun. We go through character creation this week, and the game involves turkeys. So stay tuned. So tune in for that if you want to listen to something that's not live streamed. Otherwise, all over the internet is clearly _golden, where you can hear me make lukewarm takes about Dungeons and Dragons. And like sometimes I'm a mermaid. You can figure that out on your own.
Nice. Claire.
Hi, I'm Claire. You can find me all over the internet at CBDubs, which is spelled out SEEBEEDUBS, CBDubs. I'm everywhere, being the snarky bitch I am, and an undisclosed number of goblins in a trench coat. Yes, do vote. Also, wear a mask while you're doing it, please, because I would like to hug Clara sometime in 2021.
I would like to hug anyone sometime in 2020.
So.
Awesome. Joe.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe. You won't find me anywhere because I'm not plugging anything. I'm just a boy standing in front of a pandemic, just asking it to, let us do our thing and let us get through this. And so,
Asking it to fucking stop.
Yeah, I'm Joe, and you'll catch me here for Lighthearted. And that's all that I'm doing gaming and live streaming wise for now. But if you know anybody that's doing anything that I would be good for, let me know. But first you have to find me on social media. Good luck. Good hunting.
I think they're literally on these screen, like on our like.
Yeah, it's right
here.
below your face. So if you're listening to this in audio format, just go find the YouTube video. It's right there under his chin.
Gosh. Joe, you're
Right there.
perfect.
He didn't say it was a tough hunt.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.